Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Today we bring more coverage from the Olympics as we cover some of the women's football games throughout the tournament. Today we've got two streams headed your way in this early kick-off. Brazil face Japan in match week 2, and later this evening USA face Germany, what should be a really interesting game. So yeah, it was an interesting start to the tournament. I feel like it's been one that the biggest headlines been the controversy surrounding Canada, and the football scenes have been put to one side. But we did have a really interesting start of the women's football on Wednesday.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as you say, it's been an action-packed match week one, both on and off the pitch with the Football Olympics. But as you say, yeah, I think it's important that we focus on what has been going on the pitch. We've seen some very good games of football, and these two sides who, didn't do too badly to start with. Obviously, Japan took the game to Spain. That was a very close contest, but they did lose that game. And Brazil managed just about got past against Nigeria, which was a decent game for them. They'll be looking to build on that. Japan will be hoping that they can get their first points on the board in this Olympics. If they are to lose today, they do put themselves under a bit of pressure. But yeah, overall, I think we're in for another good game of football here today.
Yeah, hopefully. This is obviously a very difficult group with Spain in it as well. Probably the strongest side, and Nigeria are certainly no slouches. I think Nigeria-Japan in that final match, they will be an interesting one. I don't think Brazil are unbeatable. From what we saw in that opening match where they struggled to kill off Nigeria, and actually, if Nigeria had taken any of the about 50-odd chances they created in the opening 20 minutes, they may well have won that game. So I definitely don't think it was a slam dunk victory for Brazil, and Japan took the game to Spain. So I think this one will be a lot closer than people expect. I think this Brazil side should have the measure of Japan, but based on what we've seen at this tournament, it'd be difficult to argue for that, because Japan have put up a good fight. Brazil weren't incredible against Nigeria. So I think it's going to be a very interesting match, and hopefully a good game. Shall we have a look then at the lineups?
Yes.
We are at the Parc des Princes in Paris today for this match, and the teams are as follows. For Brazil, it's a 5-2-3. In goal, Leite, a back five of Antonia, Ferreira, Lauren, Rafael and Ribeiro. In the midfield two, it's Angelina and Victoria, and a front three of Priscilla, Silva and Marta. Brazil weren't great though in that first game, were they?
No, they weren't, and they'll definitely be looking for an improved performance. They're going to have to improve realistically, because Japan are probably could have given more of a challenge than Nigeria did. So it is important that Brazil up the performance. Only a 1-0 victory wasn't really the standard they set. It was a decent. They weren't poor, but as I think Japan will definitely be a tougher test. They need to raise their level to Japan. We know how good Japan were against Spain. We know it's a good 11. But as you say, Brazil, they'll be hoping just to build on what they've already done at this tournament, get another win. If they can do that, 6 points, suddenly you're all but through.
Yeah, definitely. So let's have a look then at this Japan side. It's a 5-3-2 for Japan. In goal, Yamashita. In the back five, Moriya, Takahashi, Kumagai, Minamai and Koga. A midfield three of Yui Hasegawa, Fuka Nagano and Hinata Miyazawa. And a front line of Meiko Hamano and Tanaka. Really good team for Japan. A lot of players who played the football in the WSL. A lot of really talented footballers. The fact that Hayashi can't even get in this Japan side speaks volumes about the strength in it.
Yeah, 100%. I really like this Japan side. I think that their goal threat is one of the strongest at the Olympics. I mean, the front two, Tanaka and Hamano, are two very good players, and the midfield three behind that work perfectly together. It's a threatening Japan side. They're decent defensively, but if they are tested enough, you can score past them. But it's definitely their goal threat they carry is very, very scary for any team. I mean, even as I've already said, Spain scored against Spain, and that was a close game. Against Brazil, if they deliver that same performance, then suddenly Brazil are going to have to be on their A game if they want to get a result today. Because Japan will really fancy themselves if they can get the ball to the right players, if those players can provide a superb performance tonight. So suddenly they're going to get 3 points for this game, and they'll be in a really good position in the group.
Yeah, I think this Japan side's really strong, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got a result from today's game. I think you mentioned the strength in the front line. They got Ueki as well on the bench, so they've got the impact.
Wow.
I think this Brazil side's good, but they're not incredible.
No,
they're not incredible. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in today's game. I think Marta was really solid in that first match, but to rely on a 38-year-old to make anything happen for your team is not indicative of great success, especially given how regimented, how disciplined, how strong that Japan side are. So
100%.
yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting one, a really tight game, and I think Japan may well get the measure of it. So should be interesting to see what happens today. Whatever happens, though, hopefully it's just an interesting match.
Yeah, definitely so. I think it's definitely going to be a battle, a game that includes goals, because realistically it's a battle of the front lines. I look to where these two sides are strongest. It's when they come forward. It's when they get the ball down to their front players and start to score goals and put the ball in the back of the net. So that's definitely the priority for both sides today. Defences are going to be tested at either end. Yeah,
Jack Norfield up to the stream saying Hasegawa is one of the most underrated players in the WSL IMO. More integral to City than people often say. I think Japan will win today. Yeah, I think Hasegawa is one of the stronger players
100%.
in the WSL. The reason they can attack with such freedom is because they have that defensive linchpin in there. So, yeah, she definitely offers City a lot more freedom because they have that defensive stability. So, yeah, I completely agree with you there. I think Hasegawa, as defensive midfielders tend to be, is very underrated because people don't notice what they're doing because a lot of it isn't it's not very flashy. They're not going out and scoring goals, getting assists. It's that defensive work that is so integral to successful sides. So, yeah, going to be interesting to see whether she can nullify the threat of Brazil. Because I think Japan is playing a really good game. I mean, it helps that Spain weren't on top form.
No, they weren't. They definitely weren't. And that is something to think about. But I don't know. I look at these two sides. I really fancy Japan. I think Japan carry more of a threat than Brazil do. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. Because I feel like if Brazil aren't careful, Japan could really take a good advantage in this game. And by that I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we could see Japan 2 or 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Because then suddenly it's a completely different game. So Brazil, for me, have got to be the side that they've got to try and play better. They've got to try and get on the ball more, and they've definitely got to be more aware of what can happen than Japan have got to be. Of course, saying that, Marta could just go and score 2, and suddenly Japan are in a world of trouble. So they do need to be mindful. It's going to be a good game, though. It's why I like the Olympics. I think it's a big game as well for the group, obviously, because if Japan are to lose again, they're suddenly on the brink of being out. If Brazil lose, and suddenly they've got to get a result with Spain, which is not easy at all.
Exactly.
So either way, I think it's going to be, and this is a very important 3 points for whoever can take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible that all 4 teams are level on 3 points tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
I think if Nigeria took their chances against Brazil, they would have won that match. Brazil was somewhat fortunate in that regard, and well, I don't think Spain were perfect against Japan, so you never know. They may well get a result there at Nigeria. I think it's going to be a good day of football, though, and hopefully we see some interesting
That's
results.
why I love how close it is, though, because the group is so close that there's a realistic chance that all 4 sides could be on 3 points, or 2 sides could be on 6 and 2 could be on none. That's what I like about this group. It is that close. It can go either way. But yeah, both sides will be looking to pick up a crucial 3 points.
Yeah, definitely. So should be a good one, though. And yeah, shall we get into predictions?
Go on then. Yeah, I think this is a tough one again. Is very similar to the other game we were Germany Australia. I think it's a close one. I'm gonna go for a draw. Do you know what? I can't favour either side. I can't pick a winner, so I'm gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a very action-packed game. Both forward lines getting a lot of action and involvement, but I don't think we're gonna find a winner. I think Japan will take the lead through Tanaka. It will then be an equaliser from Marta. Japan will then go back ahead 2-1 through I've got a name now. Miyazawa, that's the one. And then it will be a 90-second minute equaliser from Marta again to rescue Brazil.
Fair enough. I like it. Yeah, I mean, nobody so far has predicted a draw in chat, so definitely going against the grain there. I think I'm going to back Japan today. I just think they're a slightly stronger team, and I think Brazil will underestimate them in that regard. Brazil rely way too heavily on Marta, and I think Japan are solid enough defensively to keep her fairly quiet today. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, because that's what Marta does time and time again. Prove everyone wrong, mainly by just keep turning up. How is she here? I have no idea. But yeah, I think it'll be an interesting one. I reckon I'll say Japan 2-1. I think Brazil will lead at half time. I'll say It was Silva that scored. I think she'll score again.
Yeah.
She looked the only player in Brazil capable of actually finishing a chance. So yeah, I'll back her to score, and then I'll say Japan to hit back through Miyazawa and through Meiko Hamano, because I think Hamano needs a big tournament to prove herself for Sonia Bonpastor, and then look at trying to push into that Chelsea first team next season.
Yeah, definitely. So it was an up and down season. Your first campaign of the ISL for Hamano. She had some good moments in a Chelsea shirt, but overall I feel like when she did get minutes, she wasn't... I wasn't expecting her to come on and score 3 goals, but it wasn't, as maybe as promising as we thought the cameos were going to be. So yeah, this is, these kind of tournaments are building up to what could be a big season for her next season. Should we hoping to get on the score sheet today, get involved and show everyone how good she is?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a couple minutes till kick-off now. Do you want to go grab the charger, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Because need that before kick-off, and you might as well leave the door open because it's incredibly hot in here. But yeah, should be an interesting one today. I think that Brazil need to impress because they haven't looked good enough in this tournament so far. And well, I mean, this is a game that they definitely could show up in, and if they do, I think then a lot of people would be calling them favourites. But yeah, 14 votes in the poll in the chat so far. 57% Brazil, 43% Japan. Should be a tight one. But yeah, I mean, we were having this conversation on stream the other day. Who are the favourites for this tournament? I think that obviously France being at home is, that carries a lot of favour for them. I think Spain, given the fact that they're the reigning world champions, that definitely points towards them winning it. So I think without England there, it actually becomes very tight because I think England would have had a good chance of winning this tournament. But yeah, without them there, I think it's very close. Yeah, a lot of people in chat. MS Smiley saying that Japan are very dangerous, unpredictable as well. Eden saying I like to choose weak teams like New Zealand's or something like that to support. Going 2-1 Japan. Fair enough. I like it. Love the idea of supporting New Zealand because they're the weaker side. Yeah. But yeah. New Zealand, outside shot going through now. They can get 3 points somewhere. They'll likely go for. I mean, I can't see Canada catching up.
No. So
They've got a big gap to close.
Just about getting anything on the board for New Zealand, they could be on the money. Yeah. Obviously, they're playing now as well, aren't they? Playing against France.
Very tough game.
That will be a good game. But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I love the fact it's all on the same day.
That'll be a good game or a massacre, depending on how you look at it.
2 ways. You're going to be positive or whether you're going to be realistic, maybe. But yeah, no, I think we've got obviously later as well. Obviously, we're covering USA Australia. That is a
Germany.
USA Germany. That's also going to be a very, very good game. So a lot of good games coming between now and the end of this evening.
Yes.
But yeah, an important match. Realistically, these two sides will be hoping to win a medal.
Rebecca Welsh referee today, so that should be interesting. David Coote on VAR. So if we don't get a completely mind-boggling decision at some point today, I will be shocked. But yeah, should be an interesting one. Riley, welcome to the stream, saying afternoon lads. Good to see you, Riley. Thank you for tuning in. Should be a good game, this.
Yeah, definitely so. I want to see. I'm intrigued to see what Brazil can bring. I feel like if they bring a good performance, this will be a tight game. Yeah. If they don't though, if they perform like against Nigeria, then I worry for Brazil that Japan could just run away with this game slightly.
Potentially, definitely could see that happening. I just don't see where the star quality, other than Marta in this Brazil, I don't see where that star quality is. Ari Borges isn't here. I think she's injured at the moment, or just doesn't want to play at the Olympics. But yeah, she's not here, which is an odd one because she was the only player that actually did well for them at the last World Cup. It feels like Brazil, who were previously, one of the best teams and had the best player in the world in Marta.
Yeah.
They go into hosting the World Cup in 27 with what looks like a really poor team, actually.
Yeah. And that's a massive concern.
Relatively, obviously, I still think they'll probably get into the knockouts of that tournament, but I don't see them going all the way.
Yeah, no, and that will worry them. And they'll be hoping that they've got some players coming through in the next couple of years, because if not, that could be a disappointment on their home turf. As for now, though, they'll want a medal. Starts with a big result today.
Yeah,
because they've got Spain last. That'll be tough. So they'll want to try and confirm their place in the knockouts before they even get in.
New Zealand, Colombia, the other game on today, by the way. Well, the other game on now, but it will be Brazil that get us started here in Paris. waiting for Welsh's whistle. But we are now underway. Brazil looking to all but secure themselves into the next round. Japan hoping to get some points on the board. Should be a good one this afternoon.
Yeah. And that is I think first few minutes are key. As I said, it's going to be an attacking game. The front lines are going to prevail here. Defence is put to the sword. But it's going to be a test of who can score the most without giving too much away at the back.
Yeah,
which sounds like the basic rules of football, but in a roundabout way.
Back now to Lite, Victoria. Now Lauren. Ferreira. Brazil trying to come forwards. Here's Marta. Already trying to make something happen, but she's being forced back here by the Japan high press.
Exactly what Japan want to do. Have Marta with her back to go and force her backwards.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem. I think Marta's lost a lot of what made her so special. Feels a bit like the whole Ronaldo situation at the moment, where it almost feels like that's what's holding them back at times. But then others, she comes up with a bit of, she still has that ability to come up with a little spark of magic.
100%.
And it completely changes the game. So, yeah, you could look at it both ways. Riley mentioning in chat, by the way, Meiko Hamano of Chelsea playing, of course. There are a few WSL players in the Japan side. I don't think there's any in the Brazil team. You've also got Rafael, who used to play for Arsenal. I believe she's now at Juventus. Yeah, Japan on the ball now.
And you can obviously, Japan have got Hamano, Miyazawa,
Asagawa, Nagano, and Hayashi, and Ueki. Don't think Risa Shimizu. No, not in the tournament.
An early yellow card here, by the way. 2 minutes into the game. To Lauren. Not quite sure what happened there. I didn't think that was a foul. It's the ball here. Oh yeah, no.
You could make an argument for a red card here.
I can.
Tanaka's through on goal.
It's on the halfway. I can see why she's giving a yellow though.
It's a fortunate one.
10 yards further, it's a red card, but she's on the halfway line. She's practically in her own half.
But does that deny it being a goal scoring opportunity? There's absolutely nobody between her and the goal.
I know. I don't think it counts as a goal scoring opportunity if you're in your own half, because you're in your own half and you've still got half the length of the pitch to run.
Right.
But, I think again it's common sense there. There's an argument, and yeah, I definitely think 10 yards further up the pitch, that is 100% a red card.
Fair enough. Thank you, referee. Here come Brazil. Marta almost gets clipped in there.
That's not ideal at all. You as a centre half, you now got to play 88 minutes on a yellow card.
Yeah, very true. Hasegawa does so well there, getting hounded in midfield by Silva, who just dropped a little bit deeper. That's a little bit clumsy there from Japan's right back.
Yeah, and then concedes the free kick long to go with it.
Yeah. So we go there.
Nervy few moments then for both sides.
It's just a really poor touch, and then she just overcompensated by going in and taking out Victoria.
Hardly what you want to be doing.
Very true.
It's just about common sense. If you're taking the heavy touch, you know that you're either going to bring them down, you're not getting to the ball. Either way, something's going to happen.
I think the Brazil manager might have been up all night getting ready for this game, because he's got some serious bags under his eyes.
He's had no sleep.
Yeah.
He flies his drones at midnight.
He won't see anything.
Don't know.
Ball into the box, and that's headed out, not convincingly by Japan, but then they do get it further away. Ferreira. Poor pass, and that's going to be pressed by Hamano, and that does come off Meiko Hamano, and out for a throw. Oh, sorry, Miyazawa. Good pressure, though. Very good pressure.
Yeah.
Brazil don't look comfortable in this game at all.
That's what Japan do. They make teams feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they've won the ball back immediately from that throw-in. That's unlucky. That's really unlucky for Miyazawa. The turn's great. It just captures it, and as Ferreira wins the ball back, just kicks it into her own foot, and she can't help it. It's momentum. But right idea.
A bit of skill there from Antonia, trying to get the ball into the box, but it's one back.
Nothing in that.
Neither side able to get a foot on the ball at the moment. But a frantic start.
Very messy.
Vittoria plays it out wide. It's crossed in, cleared away. Koga. Hasegawa gets it towards Miyazawa. Now Koga down the line. Not a great pass, but Tanaka will come and get this. Now down the line
really
from
good.
Miyazawa. And they've got players forward here. Hasegawa
The
holds
options
it
were just
up.
too far away from her.
Koga. Miyazawa. Koga again. Takes it past one. Now tries to poke it through the lines. Ambitious ball.
Yeah.
She knows if she can get Hamano in behind her, it's a great opportunity. But it is cut out. And Brazil in possession once again. Rafael.
That's the thing, it pays off. It's an
Correct.
absolute sublime pass, but 8 times out of 10 that is going to get intercepted, and that was one of those times.
Yeah, exactly that. Here is Rafael. And Ferreira. Ball down the line. Silva tries to hold on to it but can't, and Japan will come forwards now. Hamano can't quite find that pass through to Nagano. And the ball forwards, held up well in there by Silva, but it's a poor pass. Brazil look sloppy. Brazil looked all over the place so far. They can't string a pass together. That's a great ball into Hamano, and now they can come forwards again. Maria headed away. And now Brazil will look to break. Marta takes it past Takahashi. Takahashi getting back in though. And again, that's where Marta lacks that explosiveness. Waits for some support. Ball down the line. Good defending in there. Miyazawa coming in and putting a shift in.
Yeah. And Japan holding firm. Apparently that is a Japanese throw-in. Bit of a contentious decision.
Brazil don't look comfortable.
No,
7 minutes in
not
here,
at all.
Brazil have failed to really
Similar to how Spain looked.
create an impression.
And Spain were not under the Japanese pressure. Spain were not happy.
But that does bode somewhat well for Brazil in the fact that they can go, well, Spain also struggled to break them
Yeah.
down in the early stages, but once you do break them down, it becomes somewhat easier. That's what they'll be hoping. That's a lot to hope at this stage.
Yeah, 100%. Because at the moment, despite the fact they're uncomfortable, I mean, they have their moments here where they are putting the Japanese defence under pressure of their own by using the ball to do the pressure. And I think that's what I like. It's a clear adaptation. Japan, their press is very much about pressing with the players. Brazil letting the ball do the work, and by the way you press the ball is putting it onto the opposition defence, trying to play it over the top, trying to play it into someone's head, rather than actually
Miyazawa.
running after them yourselves.
Lovely ball. Can Hasegawa keep this in play? She can. Plays it into Hamano. Maria back out wide to Hasegawa to Maria. That's overhit though, and that will be seen out. No, it won't. Really good stuff from Maria to fight to get that ball. Brazil do have it back now though, and they'll look to break. Vittoria, Marta can't get that under her control. They're being very assertive. That back three for Japan.
Yeah.
Instantly jumping onto the back of the Brazil front three when they try and bring the ball into feet and then look to play a pass or look to turn. Japan are on them, and it's that assertiveness that's making it very difficult for Brazil to come forwards at the moment.
100%.
Brazil are way too negative.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Brazil side play a 5-2-3 before.
Because there's an opportunity here to... Because, Japan are pressing highly, but as Spain prove, if you then put them under pressure... If you then put them under pressure, then it's going to pay off massively. And that's how they got their goals, because they put the pressure on, they took players on, they scored goals.
Yeah.
But can Brazil do that with their players?
Yeah. Vibex Venture says, who do you guys think will win? I predicted a Japan win. You said a draw.
I said draw, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the fence.
Fair enough. Right, it says, smash the like and subscribe button, people. Being supported on the channel means we're now over 1,000 subscribers. That's very true, Riley. We hit 1,000 very recently. Thank you guys so much for your support as we roll into our first full season of doing this.
Can't wait.
It's going to be good.
That
sounds somewhat
That sounds
enthusiastic.
so bad. Yeah, I know.
Can't wait.
No, honestly, it'd be good. WSL's only that's a bit more just over a month away, isn't it? Now
2 months, isn't it?
2 months. Well, yeah, roughly, isn't it? Oh, I guess it's the 28th.
21st, I think, of September that weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. Today's the 28th of July, so it is just
7 weeks.
7 weeks, there we go. Just under 2 months.
Feels way too long.
Yeah, it does, actually.
It's a very long summer, of course, we have in the women's game. Because we have less games. It finishes earlier than the men's game and starts a month later. But we do have a lot of content between now and then, with obviously the Olympics running into mid-August.
Yeah, we're good.
And then the Women's Championship back first weekend in September.
Yeah.
Vivek says, I think Japan could take it, but I worry about Brazil's front three. Yeah, that's the thing. If Brazil can get their great attackers in good positions, then I think they'll be very dangerous, as we saw against Nigeria. The thing is, though, they can't concede the amount of chances they did against Nigeria because Japan will take them. Japan have stronger attackers, more composed attackers. But yeah. Eden says, "Hey, congrats for reaching 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Eden. Appreciate your support." And yeah.
Gotta keep pushing.
Exactly that. Brazil wants to bring it down the line, flick around the corner, doesn't
Sloppy.
quite come off. That'll be a Japan throw. Brazil haven't been on it at all.
No.
They've got to address that quickly, because if not, this is going to become very messy. And it's back now with goalkeeper Leite, and that just gives them a chance to put the foot on the ball, actually try and play out from the back now.
Yeah.
Which they've just had very little success.
Just need to take a minute.
With Rafael, now Lauren, Ferreira.
Thing is, what they need to do is
Back to Leite.
let Japan come onto them, because Japan are coming onto them, but only when Brazil try and play through the press. As soon as Brazil bring the ball forward, Japan are on them. If you sit and wait and let Japan, because Japan will eventually come to you if you just sit there, then you can play through them easy.
And the problem comes if you make a mistake then.
Oh, of course, then they're going to score anyway.
They're in.
You 1-0 down.
Ribeiro,
Irish kind of reward.
Victoria, Rafael. There's Lauren. Now Ferreira. That's again, they're just trying to make it. They're trying to overcomplicate it, Brazil.
Yeah.
Ball into feet. There's a flick around the corner there from Angelina, which was completely unnecessary.
The problem is the ball into. If they want to find that ball into Marta where she can back it up and get picked and involved, it's not going to work, because she will have a Japanese centre half on her back as soon as she takes her first touch.
Yeah. And she isn't as good as she used to be.
No.
That's what Brazil just aren't realising at the moment. Everything is funneling through Marta, which you can't do when Marta isn't Marta anymore.
No.
But yeah, here's Ferreira. That ball will go down the line. Good defending in
Actually, I mean, she's up against a centre half who's only twice her size.
Yeah.
She's not going to beat her in the air,
No,
or just with strength.
So they're coming forwards now, Brazil. Again, though, Antonia just nowhere to go. Keeps fighting for it on the deck, but Japan will play out now. Nice football. Good challenge in there. It's going to fall to Hermano. Can't quite get it under control. It's a bit messy as Angelina goes down. Somewhat soft free kick.
Yeah.
There, but
I think Japan's main problem at the moment is they can't get the front two involved. Yeah, they're winning the ball back. The midfield three are bringing it forward, but they can't find Tanaka or Hermano.
yeah,
That's the main problem at the moment.
very true. Here's Ferreira. Tries to play it forwards. It's going to fall in there now to Marta. They've moved Marta's position slightly. It's almost like they're playing a 3-4-1-2 to accommodate for the fact that Marta isn't going to get much joy up against the centre halves. Because we saw there, Silva and now Marta's drifting across again, but Silva was playing as like a front two.
Yeah.
With, I forget the name of the other winger. Priscilla, that's it. Vivex saying, thank you guys so much for choosing to cover women's football. Don't see many men in the space covering it over the men's game. Very much appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. Hopefully will pay off for you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Vivex. But yeah.
Another card coming out. Oh no, there isn't another card coming out here. Not a free kick though. Who's the free kick? Which way is the free kick gone? Yeah, right, yeah, Japan, that is the right way. Yeah. Centre half just caught there. She went in for the tackle. But yeah, neither side's really got going completely. So it's been a cagey first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Which feels like whenever Japan have, they've been fouled.
Yeah.
Japan put a ball in behind, and Then Brazil's Laurent just pulled someone to the ground. I mean, I get why, considering it's on the halfway line, why it's been given a yellow card, but for all intents and purposes, Hermano was in.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tanaka, wasn't it?
I think even if that was in the 25th minute as an argument, but the second minute in a game, not that sometimes it doesn't affect the scenario, sometimes it does.
Sagawa holds on to that tries to get that ball through. Hermano, that's really good from Rafael to get across there.
Hermano should not win that physical battle.
Again, as you say, Hasegawa wants to play that ball through, and she gets fouled. And that won't get noticed because the ball does get through in the end because she keeps fighting.
Yeah.
But it is a foul. There is very little attempt for the ball, and it's just intended on stopping Hasegawa playing that ball through.
100%.
A little lenient so
far. One back
on
pitch by Brazil, but they haven't really got anyone to support them up there.
Here is Marta. Antonia. And she put her foot on the ball there and then she gets the foul. That's got to be a card.
Surely.
Come on, Welsh.
Lucky.
Crazy how the...
Yeah.
I mean, if this was only Hayslip, Brazil wouldn't have a player on the pitch anymore.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, Brazil are getting fortunate here because basically what they do is they just get in high positions. Every time they lose the ball, they just take the Japan player out.
Yeah, and they're not getting punished yet for it.
I thought they would, saying the card came out in the second minute.
Yeah, I mean that's the only card though, and they easily could have been 3 or 4 yellows.
Well, set the tone early, and now she's playing at different. Hasn't kept that with that standard. One back card.
But then I think that was lenient. That easily could have been a red card. Here come Brazil. Priscilla ball into the box. Silva pokes it up in the air. Goalkeeper not worried about that one.
No, sees it over. Better from Brazil. They won it out of the pitch and actually got a shot away with it. Makes a difference.
Sorry, it was Ribeiro to Priscilla. Flicking up in the air.
Can't tell where Brazil was shot.
Could have gone in the air here.
Yeah.
You think, Ribeiro? Because Priscilla would have had the advantage there.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. Yeah, both centre halves were already on the floor as well.
Yeah. Full forward, looking for Hermano, headed away in there. It's a little bit messy as Vittoria loses it. That looked again on the wrong side. I mean, that's a soft one, ref.
Yeah.
Antonia goes down. Not Antonia. Vittoria goes down under very little pressure.
It's weird. I think it's dropping the standard a little bit. There's a lot of petty
now Angelina
kind of just tugs and pulls going on all over the pitch, and it's just declining the standard a little bit.
The game's very stop-start at the moment because Brazil keep throwing themselves on the floor and then pulling Japan players over or lumping into them whenever they are in attacking areas. Referee, though, not really punishing it.
Yeah.
Ball dinked into the area. Japan will try and hook it clear. It's up in the air, though, a little bit suspect. Silva brings it down. Gets it to Marta. Brilliant flick from Marta. The shot cannons off a Japan player. Takes the sting out of it, and it's a comfortable save.
Class.
But again, yeah.
Absolute quality.
Marta's don't keep the uppers on the edge of the box.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Japan are in. Here's Hermano. Puts it across. That should be a goal.
What a miss. What a miss.
Tanaka misses a gilt-edged opportunity. There, you're not going to get a better one than this. Hermano did so well to find this space.
Goal.
She carries it well. Ribeiro busting her gut to get back in. It's an inch perfect pass through the Brazil backline from Miyazawa and Tanaka. That's got to go. Got to go.
She'll want that back every day of the week.
That's a huge opportunity. It's a great ball. I thought it was Hermano, but it's Hinata Miyazawa. She finds that space on the right hand side. Again, Brazil are an absolute mess. Great ball forward from Yamashita to pick her out, and then they're in. And Tanaka, that you're not going to get.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, a striker of her quality would score that.
Yeah.
That is a massive chance.
It should be the Brazil effect. Watching the ones Nigeria missed in that last game. Watching that missed chance of Tanaka.
Something going on.
Yeah, they got drones in front of the goal. Loaned them from Canada. They don't need them anymore. Yamashita.
There's some voodoo like stuff going on the goal.
That's the Marta effect.
Positive from Japan though, much better. Very quick counter-attack, lovely ball in behind
Yamashita lifting it towards Miyazawa there, who was unmarked, but it didn't quite find Miyazawa. Here's Silva under a bit of pressure. Does poke it towards Antonia. Silva ball into the box. Not great. Hooked out by Kamagai.
Well, 20 minutes gone. That's the best. We've just seen the best chance of the half so far.
Yeah.
Best chance of the game, really.
Tom Parder asks, "Where's the link?" Well, we don't have a link, unfortunately, for this game. If you do want to watch it, it's available on Discovery Plus in the UK. If you're outside the UK, then I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But a Brazil throw. Now, Antonia.
Japan have got to use that chance, so they've got to try and take some dominance here.
Ball through. Silva unable to get that under our control. It's cleared long. A good header in there from Rafael. Maria can't get that gone. And that's another soft one in there again. Angelina just finds herself going nowhere with the ball. And there's a challenge in there from who was it? Was it Miyazawa?
I think so.
No, I think it's Hamano. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Japan are letting Brazil off here. Brazil are getting away a little bit with how this game is going, where the momentum is. Because realistically, Japan should be in control of this, to be completely honest. But it does just feel a little bit torn at the moment, just because Brazil are perhaps using some different interpretations of the law, which is helping them get back in this game, and
That's
that
messy.
nearly skids through all the way in, but put out for a corner.
Yeah, I think I came off Tanaka there. And after putting one just wide at the other end, at one end, she's done it at the other end.
Did want to get her arm out of the way there as well.
Yeah.
Not that could have been a bit of an interesting one.
So Brazil with a corner now. Ribeiro over this. They are slightly taller than Japan, this Brazil side. It's the one thing Japan have always lacked in both the men's and the women's game is a bit of height. Is it Kumagai? Not. It's quite tall, to be fair. But players like Rafael, they should have the aerial advantage here.
Oh, 100%. Rafael is very tall. Got to be a good ball in though.
Ball towards the near post, and that's just headed wide there. Smart routine, and it almost paid off for Brazil. But they just couldn't quite find the goal. Instead, firing into the side netting there, Rafael. I think it did take a little flick off Tanaka. No.
It's not a bad header. Not a bad header at all.
I like the idea.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what they're trying to do there, but yeah, not quite prevailing for Brazil.
No.
Japan, at 23 minutes in, Japan have had the best chance so far.
Yeah.
Brazil's starting to fight back now. Ball up in the air. Silva can't quite get that under her control. It's smashed up in the air. That's a bit messy. Kamagoi having to clear that away. There's a claim for a penalty. Welsh hearing none of it, but the VAR will surely have a look at this.
I mean, Brazil seem convinced. I didn't.
Adamant. Silva, again, Silva just goes down softly. This would be cheap. I'm not. She keeps up on the ball there. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
rightfully
call.
so. Well done, Coot. Yeah, he's probably not looked at it, is he? Let's be honest. But no, yeah, nothing.
He's watching
Not.
the skateboard.
Yeah. Oh, gold medal. Not enough in that for me.
Rafael tries to put that ball forward. It's out for a throw. Tom asking where can I find a link? Unfortunately, we don't have one, Tom. But if you are in the UK, it's available on Discovery Plus, or as Riley says, it's on Eurosport 5.
They really don't like that. That's the lowest of the lows.
Anyway,
It feels like this game is waiting for someone to take charge of it. It's still a bit scrappy, still a bit even, but both sides of the quality to really, maybe it's a player, maybe it's a few players, just to take this game by the scruff of the neck and really take control, get a goal, win the game.
ball flicked on. Marta's not going to get there, and the goalkeeper Yamashita out quickly claims it well.
Yeah.
They've not tested the goalkeeper yet.
No.
They've had one shot on target that I can remember, which is the Marta one that took a deflection and trickled through to the keeper.
Yeah.
But like that, they've just not tested her.
No, not enough giving in front of goal for Brazil.
The thing is, Brazil can afford to play so negatively in the groups because
69% of the
in
ball.
a game like this, where individual quality could make the difference, Brazil might just get bailed out by someone like Marta or Silva. The problem's going to arise when they play against Spain and when they play other strong teams because they're not going to be able to get by on this. They've been all over the shop. A better team in attacking areas would have had a couple by now. So Brazil have got to shore things up before they play Spain on Wednesday night and before they progress potentially in the tournament.
Yeah. That's the thing. All you've got to do is get to the semi-finals and you've got a shout at a medal.
Yeah. Sorry we can't be of any more help, Tom. But yeah, I hope you managed to find a link. If not, you're more than welcome to join us for the game. But it's Brazil in possession now. Lauren. Rafael. Goes back to Lauren. Ferreira, and again they're pressed and they just can't do anything.
No.
Japan are set up really well here to beat Brazil. At the moment, that Brazil backline, Brazil in possession, just cannot play. So it's only if the centre-halves manage to find a killer pass into Marta, Silva or Priscilla. But other than that, because they can't find the wing-backs, due to the way Japan are pressing them at the moment, their midfield is getting suffocated in there. Again, they lose the ball.
Yep.
And Nagano thrown to the floor there by Angelina. But yeah. Oh, sorry, Vittoria. But yeah, they just can't do anything at the moment. Brazil.
No. The problem is Japan aren't doing anything about it. Like Japan aren't taking advantage of that. It's the problem.
And well, chat clearly swayed by what they've watched so far because 50% in favour of Brazil, 47 now for Japan, 3% for a draw. Before kickoff, that was like 70-odd% Brazil. Here's Miyazawa on the edge, takes aim, but that way too floated an effort.
Yeah. Always
rising.
rising.
Hamano there.
Always rising.
Keep getting mixed up between Hamano and Miyazawa, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's the problem. I mean, the poll is spot on. But the problem is Brazil are struggling to get anything going, and Japan are kind of happy at that point.
Yeah. By the way, we have a goal in the other game on at the moment, an opening goal. New Zealand 0, Colombia 1. I think that's the result most people expected. Yeah. Colombia taking the lead. Not for a likely source though, as Marcelo Restrepo finds the back of the net.
Is she stepping in for Ramirez?
Potentially. But not one of their star players. No, she's in midfield.
Oh. Who's playing over Ramirez then?
Pavi, I think. Manuela Pavi. She's a left winger. Caicedo's also a left winger. Usme might be up front. She's just on the right wing, and then Lacey Santos in second midfield. So yeah, I think that. It could be Linda Caicedo through the middle. To be fair,
maybe.
Asagawa under pressure. Brazil will now look to bring it the other way. Marta, Ribeiro. Back to Marta. She just slows the game down so much at the moment, Marta.
It's very unusual you see Hasegawa get robbed of the ball.
Yeah. Ball out now for a Brazil throw. Good defending there from Japan.
So that ball doesn't need to go out of play there. You can recycle that, you can work with that. There's enough to work with.
Yeah, it seems they've been instructed just to be cautious in possession, Japan. Yeah. But as you say there, Takahashi just didn't need to put that out of play. Could have gone back to Tamashita. Not dealt with in there by Japan. It's hooked out to the edge. Angelina aimed from range, but Yamashita saves it. Really good start for there again from the Japanese goalkeeper. But again, it's not an effort that really troubles her.
No.
She's not driven much power behind that at all, Angelina. And now ball down the line. And again, it's on the right line, just a physicality there. But Moria is chasing the ball. And it's just a bit too physical from Antonia, but it's not enough that it's a foul. There was definitely a bit of shirt pulling in there. Ball forward from Antonia. Kumage plays it out to Moria. Flick round the corner trying to find Hamano. Tanaka will press it. Almost one back in there by Japan. It feels like a more of a 5-2-3 today for Japan as well. I think he has Miyazawa out on the right hand side, Hamano on this left flank. And there's a pivot of Hasegawa and Nagano.
Yeah.
And then obviously we see here Hamano's dropped in. Other times we see Miyazawa drop in to form a bit more of a midfield 3.
15 to go.
At this rate, the goalkeeper will be allowed to walk it to the halfway line because Brazil are putting no pressure on it. Yamashita plays it in behind. And Miyazawa now with another chance to try and make something
They've
happen.
got to use the opportunities. Got to take these opportunities. It's better.
Ball on the edge. Nagano trying to get something. It's slightly overhit in there. It's out
poor.
for a goal kick.
That's not good enough.
Tanaka, picking up that ball. This is good movement. Hamano opens up the space for her. Nagano then tries to force
That's a poor touch.
Raphael away. But yeah, doesn't quite work out.
Got to do
It's
better.
just that Angelina effort again. Easy save.
Yeah.
And the goalkeeper has hit the deck here for Brazil. It didn't look like anything happened, so I'm not sure what this is.
Neither.
15 minutes to play in this one.
We'll give an opportunity for both teams to get some instructions and some drinks on board in what has been a very close first 31 minutes.
Yeah.
So she scurried out to get the ball. Just felt something go.
It is a genuine injury. Not sure though what's happened to Lete there. Just a bit of discomfort.
Maybe. But interesting to see what both sides can come up with in the last bit of the half then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought we'd have seen more from both sides really. Such good attacking sides, it always been very open. We saw Japan put Spain under pressure. Brazil, their game against Nigeria was a very close one, but it was also very open and flowing. Today, perhaps both sides not wanting to give too much away in the first half. Realising how important this game is if they want to secure qualification out of the group stage. Most things, you get out of the groups, you've got to win one game and suddenly you're in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully the goalkeeper's alright to carry on it.
Oh, and look who's that in the crowd. Gianni Infantino, everyone's favourite FIFA president.
What a guy. Showing his support. It's a massive crowd here.
Yeah.
We are in the fans, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks very full.
Yeah. It's incredible. I mean, two huge
Really
fan
good turnout.
bases anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
In the capital.
It's good to see Marseille was a little bit empty for
Yeah.
the Germany-Australia game. I guess for the Aussies it's a hell of a trek. So perhaps understandable in that sense. But, Brazil and Japan both definitely making the trip here for this clash. Ribeiro.
Hopefully their teams can make it worthwhile.
And I guess because obviously there'll be a lot of people that come over for the Olympics anyway.
Yeah.
If you are Brazilian or Japanese, why not head over to watch this?
Yeah. I mean, maybe being at 4 o'clock is actually easier.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't clash with anything. No. Whereas with the Wednesday matches, I think what we saw was that a lot of people hadn't travelled over for the Olympics yet because it didn't start till Friday.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Forward from Liete. Or Lete. But it's one back again by Japan. Hasegawa. That looked like a foul. Lino gives it, and that
Good
will
decision.
be a free kick.
Just trips her up as she runs past her.
Yeah.
Chance for Japan to get the ball in here.
Victoria again. How is she not a yellow card yet?
Did not know.
She's found Hasegawa every time she's been within 5 metres of her. Free kick again for Japan. 10 minutes left of the first half.
They scored from one in the Spain game. This isn't a shooting opportunity by any stretch, but could they score from an indirect free kick? There's a good chance here. Get a good ball in, put the other team under pressure.
Yeah, indeed. The question will be, is it, I think, Miyazawa to take, ball in towards the near post. Tries to get flicked on, but it's not worked. And again, Tanaka not quite firing yet.
Got a real knack for putting it far wider. Yes, it's not a great header.
I think
at all.
just trying to flick it up and like towards goal, but also towards their teammates instead of just goes the other way. Gets it all crossed up, really.
Yeah.
Laurent. Brazil will look to play out. Rafael. Lauren. Ferreira. Plays it down the line. Silva unable to get there. Really good tackle in there. Moria. Good dummy from Nagano, but it sends up with a Brazil player.
Definitely
Rafael.
feel like we've got a lot more to see from both sides.
Ribeiro to Marta to Rafael. Yeah, definitely. I think Japan have shown a knack for winning the ball back, being able to come forwards well, but they've got to start creating actual chances. They've got to start putting those chances away.
Yeah.
And for Brazil, they need to show any ability to do anything. They've looked sloppy in possession. They've looked lost out of it. At the moment, they're relying too heavily on Marta to just make something happen.
I think the only things that have happened is because Japan seem very, I don't know, they seem a bit laboured at times. You know, a bit kind of happy to let Brazil do what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which I do find a bit random. A bit of throwing for Japan then. Closing on the end of the first half, I'm expecting to see us go into the break at 0-0. I don't. There's no evidence for me that we're going to get a goal in the next 9 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But we shall find out.
Yamashita sends it forwards, headed the other way by Lauren. That's up in the area. Japan have got to stop doing that. It's going to drop for Angelina. Antonia now. Puts it in towards the box. Marta chests it down, cleared away by Koga. It's up in the air again in there from Lauren. Don't know why that's a theme of today's game. Tanaka now lifts it to Miyazawa and they can come forwards with numbers, Japan. The problem is, and let's just go slow it down here, the problem is Japan have got Miyazawa in two defensive positions. She was the top scorer at the 2023 World Cup. For a reason.
Yeah.
That great ball through to Tanaka. Tanaka does shift it to Moria. Moria, ball in, chance. Hasegawa pokes it goalwards, but it's not a convincing effort, and it's a fairly comfortable save for Leite. But Japan's certainly starting now to open Brazil up with a bit more regularity.
100%. That was the best passage of the game. Really good footer from Japan, playing it from right to left eventually. And a decent.
It's got a bit more behind that Hasegawa and poked it in the near post.
Not quite the player you want in that position, but it's a decent attempt. But really good from Japan. Japan's problem at the moment is what we saw a minute ago, which is the unexplainables. Like when you've got the ball on your back line, you're pretty comfortable, and then you just leather it up directly in the air for no reason.
Yeah.
Need to cut those bits out because clearly, when they get the ball down like they just did, they're a very good outfit and they can play good football and they can cause Brazil issues.
Here's Rafael. No forward pass on, so goes back to Lauren. Ferreira. Down the line, and again it's picked off, and again it's a foul from Antonia. That's got. Where's Welsh? Put her cards. Because we saw one early on for Lauren, and then she's just stopped handing them out. Again, Brazil getting caught out in possession. That's a horrible challenge for Antonia.
Yeah. It's really not
it's
nice.
Nowhere near the ball. Got to start punishing them.
Yeah.
Got to start punishing them, ref. But Brazil just not at their usual best. Ball in behind. Can Tanaka get there?
That was audacious.
That was
hit.
Very overhit.
Yeah. Are Japan starting to turn the screw slightly and starting to put a bit of pressure on Brazil?
Yeah, and as we get towards the end of the half, Japan just seems to be ramping it up.
It's like they've realised, why are we just letting them have the ball?
Yeah.
Why are we just sitting here watching them play football?
Why don't we just score?
Yeah.
Here's Lauren. Ball forwards, and it's held on too well, but then it's lost by Brazil. Up in the air for Hasegawa to give a fight to. Kumage. Ball back now to Yamashita. will lift that out wide. Flicked on by Moria. Tanaka putting pressure here now on Ferreira, who's forced back to a goalkeeper. Brazil have no idea what they're doing in possession.
Yeah, no, I mean, even there, it's just Hermano just hassling and hassling and hassling. They can't handle it, presumably.
Ribeiro wants to come down this left-hand side. Will they be allowed to? Marta. So Marta seems to have swapped with Priscilla here. I think Marta's just on free roam.
Yeah.
It's a 3-4-2 and Marta just plays everywhere else.
Let Marta do what she wants.
It's very much what it is.
Yeah, you feel it's a hard one to call at the moment because I still think Japan have got a bit more to offer.
Yeah. Asagawa. Nagano. Miyazawa tries to play it through, headed away. Asagawa. Blocked well. Now here comes Japan. Moria. Whips it in there towards the back post. Ribeiro heads it out. Japan corner. And now they can turn that dial up. They can start to put more pressure on them. Fitri Haryani, welcome to the stream. Fantastic name, by the way. Got to give plaudits to that. Saying 1-0 Japan win. Is that your prediction? Fair enough. I could definitely see that happening now.
Yeah.
And thank you for getting involved in the live chat. Remember, if you are watching along and want to get involved, feel free to do so. Feel free to say hi, anything like that. Get involved in the live chat. But corner now for Japan. And this a chance to break the deadlock then as we approach half time.
Needs to be a good ball in. And it is.
And it's delivered in towards the near post and it's headed away, and now Brazil will look to break.
Really poor.
Marta. Brought down in there by Angelina, who will carry that ball forwards. Now looks to switch the focus. Silva wants to take aim. Twisting and turning, and then it struck her arm in there, and she's frustrated because nothing's gone their way today, Brazil. Yeah, just skewed up and hit the hand there for Priscilla.
Yeah.
I just can't get anything going at the moment, Brazil.
No.
Yamashita.
If Japan can get going, they can win this game quite nicely. The problem is they just can't seem to get started.
Yeah. Asagawa. Well, it's not that. They just can't seem to finish it off. Tanaka put one wide. Yeah, Hasagawa's effort was too tame. Those two go in. We're looking at a completely different match right now.
100%.
Tanaka around the corner. Here's Meika Hamano. Ball in. Headed away. And then Ribeiro comes in and deals with it. Angelina puts it over the top. That's going to go bounce through to Yamashita. And now Japan will play out. That's Messi. Chance for Brazil. Can she get a shot away? No. Goalkeeper's running back to goal. I mean, that is a soft foul. But it will be taken quickly by Brazil anyway. Marta, a little bit asleep. Maria comes in and then Marta commits a foul.
What a messy few moments for both sides.
Yeah.
Mesh and the goalkeeper, foul from Marta. Oh, that is not a nice one. And it is a yellow card for Marta. Half for the tackle, and I think half for the complaints and the reaction. She's still going, and if she's not careful, then I think Welsh will happily have another word with her.
I guess not Hayslip.
Yeah. So the tackle wasn't great as it was. Goes right over the ball, into her foot, studs in the ankle, and then she has the audacity to throw her hands in the air and complain.
Yeah.
And then...
Aldo Andano onto the stream. Unfortunately, I can't read your chat message, but welcome to the stream. And thank you for tuning in. Ball bouncing through for a Brazil throw. Antonia.
At a time, what are we saying?
Well, goalkeeper were down for a couple of minutes, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is 2 or 3. Maybe 4.
It's fee for Onga, so 5.
12. Coach spun the wheel and we've ended up on 57.
He's having a great time. He gets to keep watching the skateboard and all the archery.
Yeah. Here is Miyazawa takes aim. It cannons off the defender.
That was a strange
there.
decision to shoot from there.
Goes in though. You don't question it, do you?
Guys,
That's
very
Asagawa.
true.
Tries to slide it through, and again it's cut out. Japan are forcing it now in attacking areas. They're getting a little bit desperate because they've been the better side here. 3 minutes of additional time, by the way. Not going to say I called it, but I absolutely did. And Japan, they're playing well, but they're getting into attacking areas, and they realise that they can't keep resting on their laurels. But now they're trying to force that ball a little bit too much. Got to be mindful of that. Because they've had opportunities, they know they can create chances. Yeah. Just wait and be patient. When those chances arise, take them. Be composed. At the moment, they're just trying to force it a little bit too much. They can have urgency, but they need to stop forcing it. Here comes Japan. Hamano, lovely turn. Now sets off. Miyazawa waits for Nagano. Nagano takes aim. That's struck a hand. That's a penalty.
Yeah.
And it is. Brazil have conceded a penalty at the end of this half. It feels very deserved for Japan. Really nice football down the left-hand side. And it's Maria, I think, who cut inside here.
What a run.
Picks up the ball, has a shot, and Lawrence, that's a clear penalty.
Yeah.
Struck her arm. I don't think you can have any valid complaints about that.
Weak foot from Maria. It's a great effort. It's a stonewall penalty. Welsh sees it. She gives herself a bit of time to think. David Coote on VAR will have a look at it, but I don't think he's going to have any problems with it.
Okay, he's watching the skateboarding, but
a chance for Japan.
Big opportunity for Japan.
Yeah. Huge moment in the game. Can they take the lead?
And it's clumsy, but Brazil have been under pressure all game, and this felt inevitable. Yeah. Something had to give eventually. They couldn't keep getting overrun, constantly in possession. Now everything falls on the shoulders here of not only the penalty taker, but also on Leite. Can Leite be a hero here for Brazil?
Yeah.
So it's Tanaka over this. Can she right her wrongs with the number of missed chances she's had so far today? Can she finally put one in the back of the net? That's, of course, Japan's second set piece of the tournament. They don't like scoring in open play. Do they like scoring from penalties, though? We're going to find out now. Tanaka from 12 yards. Waiting for Walsh to do a tour of the penalty area.
Yeah.
And now it falls on Tanaka. She steps up. It's a terrible penalty. It's a terrible penalty from Tanaka. She rushed it. I don't know why she rushed it. The referee's barely blown a whistle and she sprinted at the ball and rolled it at the goalkeeper.
That's a really weird scenario because she was it's a terrible penalty.
Yeah, the running at it makes it so obvious where she's going.
Yeah.
And later, barely has to break a sweat.
But it's the initial bit where she was there for so long. You see now, most people will give the ball to someone else. They'll take their time about it. For some reason, she took the ball and really put it on. I mean, she had to really pick it up at one point because she was there way too early. Gave herself too much time to think. And then
didn't give herself any time to think when she took the penalty.
So that is a really poor penalty.
Yeah.
That is one of the worst penalties I've seen in a while.
Well, after watching this and watching Japan at the last Men's World Cup, the whole nation of Japan needs to practice some penalties before we get back round to more international tournaments. Because that was poor from Tanaka, and her players missed so many chances and so wasteful. There's a chance to right those wrongs. Instead, fluffs it up. And Brazil are getting away with it again. They did it against Nigeria. Nigeria had so many opportunities and they couldn't convert. And now it's in again for Tanaka. Can she get there? Leite puts it up in the air.
I always find this penalty weird because I never want to discredit a goalkeeper, right? But that was a shocking penalty. That's really hard. It's really hard.
Leite barely reached down.
Okay, yeah, she's done brilliant to guess the right way, but she didn't have to do anything after that.
Gearing up for the shot. It's not a bad effort. Almost dropped in at the far corner there.
Touch? No.
Again, it was Hamano. I'm getting those mixed up constantly today, but that is... It did come off the post, didn't it? No. There's just a sudden change of direction there.
No.
It was miles away, you're right, but it looked like it had.
Yeah.
That is our time here in Paris. Brazil 0, Japan 0, and Tanaka understandably looks fairly distraught with that because she's missed a penalty. She missed an open goal.
Howler.
Well, at 1-on-1, it's a tough afternoon for her so far. But Japan should hold their heads high. A first half where they have dominated Brazil. Brazil have barely had a sniff. But unfortunately, Japan unable to break the deadlock, and it is Brazil 0, Japan 0. Just a couple messages from chat. Eurodux or Eurodux. I'm gonna hope that's correct. But welcome, thank you for tuning in. Saying thank you for commentating the game. Can't find any live stream, but luckily I saw your live. Well, I'm glad you've managed to join us here. And Isabella saying that was awful. Good to see you, Isabella. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, that was a really shocking penalty.
And it's bizarre. I think that's the one. No, it's surprising if anything. As you spoke out there, Tanaka had a penalty at the end of the half there, and the opportunity where the ball fell to her on the penalty spot, and she had no one in front of her and just dragged it wide. It's so surprising to see a striker of her quality miss such high-profile chances.
Yeah.
The reason Japan does so well is over the last few years she has taken opportunities like that. On a different day, if she's on her day, it's 2-0 Japan.
Well, Caden asking the right question, saying how are they missing a penalty? Yeah, very true. It was a poor penalty from Tanaka, and I think Japan will be kicking themselves because as the stats show, 8 shots to 3, 2 shots on target to 1. They've been all over Brazil here. Brazil have not had a sniff. Well, defensively, yeah, they've made a few. Brazil's chances have come from Japan's mess in their own
I think
half.
Japan are really allowing Brazil into this game.
They're letting them off. They're letting them off massively.
At one point, Brazil had 70% of the ball. So how's that happened? Yeah.
But that's the thing.
It's evened out now. It's 58-42, but it's still
even
like
then. Brazil having possession so far in their own half, it doesn't matter. Why would Japan waste their energy chasing after them to their own goal when they know once Brazil come forwards, they don't know what they're doing with the ball.
100%.
Once those 3 centre halves push anywhere near the halfway line, they can't find a pass. So at the moment, I can't see how Brazil got changed something at half time. If not, nothing's going to change. And this should have gone in. That was the Tanaka chance. Brilliant ingenuity from Miyazawa finding this bit of space and brilliant initiative. Sorry, Brazil this is a mess defensively. It's just 6 people running back.
Penalty
and they
spot.
Get very lucky.
Oh, that
Tanaka can't quite find it.
Just runs off her foot really, rather than her actually kicking the ball. But I tell you what, Brazil can count themselves very lucky that this is still 0-0. This should be Japan should be winning by at least 1.
Yeah, Brazil had 2 shots this half, right?
Yeah,
which was that header.
Which was okay.
From Raphael and the pot shot from range from Angelina.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing to write home about so far.
No.
But yeah, from Brazil. Caden saying, who do you think will win? At the moment, I'd have to side with Japan. As I did before kickoff.
Yeah. I said a draw.
I think.
I couldn't really call it, but I think after watching that first half, Brazil would be very lucky to get a draw.
Yeah.
But they are drawing now, and that's what matters.
And it's the same thing that happened in Nigeria, in the Nigeria game, where, yes, Brazil didn't play particularly well, but when it comes down to it, they've got the players that make a real difference. And it's a question mark whether Japan can keep going at this intensity for 90 minutes and whether they can eventually find a breakthrough.
Yeah, 100%.
But they've had so many chances.
Yes, unbelievable. When you watch
the Hasegawa one that was saved again by Lete.
Like, you forget about some of them as the half goes on, but realistically, Japan have to be winning this game. They should be winning the game. They have to be winning the game. And to be completely honest, they probably need to win the game. If they don't win today, they're in a big spot. Well, they have to beat Nigeria, basically, is what it means.
Yeah.
And that's not a given.
It's not a given, but I would back them to win that
I would,
game.
yes, I would, 100%. But you never know
This is that penalty. Undoubtedly a penalty.
Good to see.
Maria's
perfect position for Walsh to see it. She gives herself time to think about it and goes, yeah.
And you might go, it's a little unlucky because the arms kind of close to the body and all that. But the only reason that this situation happens is that Brazil have been under constant pressure in this half. And I feel for Japan because they should have converted that.
Yeah, it's the way the arm is, because the arm's backwards, but it's out. It's not like backwards and tucked behind her body. It's backwards and out. But also, when your arms are out, it's because you're doing action. But that wasn't. She was just stood dead still with her arms out.
And she was having to run across. Yeah. Because again, Brazil's defensive organisation is non-existent. There's no organisation. It's just been a mess. Caden saying, I think it'll be 1-0 Japan. What are your predictions on USA versus Germany? Of course, we will be live for that later.
Yeah, join us later.
Yeah, the 2 people that are waiting on that stream push, by the way, get on over here and join us.
Yeah, someone go tell them we're live over here.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting game. We'll save our predictions for then, Caden, but...
So join us later for the
join
game.
us there. But I think it's going to be really tight. I think US
I think it'll be tight.
look good against Zambia. I thought Germany, you've probably been the most impressive side of the tournament so far. They were brilliant against Australia. Admittedly, Australia weren't great, but that is what is usually a strong Australia team, and Germany just took the piss, really. So I think it's going to be a really interesting game later, and I think the US will give it a very good go this tournament under MMA. So I'll be very interested to see how that game goes. For me, that can be very telling about who's going to go deep in this tournament.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But that'll be a good game later.
Yeah, join us live from 7:45.
I'll say a lot of good games coming our way tonight. But this is a big one. Because realistically, from this group, Spain will top it probably. And then, obviously 3 teams go through, so you'd think that both these teams would get through. Yeah. But there's a chance for a slip up. Nigeria are a very good team, so you never know. You never know.
Faisal, welcome to the stream, by the way. Unfortunately, again, I can't read your message, but welcome to the stream and thank you for joining us. But yeah. It's been a good game. Yeah. Hopefully we see more of the same.
Should watch the judo while waiting, in the full Olympic spirit.
I'm not sure I can bother to switch the channel. No. We haven't got long into the second half anyway.
I don't actually want to watch the judo.
No. Fair enough.
The archery,
I'll catch them.
But yeah, no, it's good. Olympics in full swing now.
Over in the other game, by the way, because we haven't really touched on that yet. It's 1-0 Colombia. There's no stats on here, unfortunately, but that is what you'd expect, right?
Yeah, 100%. New Zealand, they're a decent side, but Colombia probably have better quality.
Does that put Colombia through?
Yes.
3 points. Canada would be 6 off.
Yes, so they're through.
No, 6 off.
Yeah.
And then New Zealand's on 0 at the moment.
So Colombia will win our through.
Pretty much.
Obviously,
if Canada win against France and Colombia, they could still get through in 3rd place.
They could, yes.
It's not impossible, but they would have to beat France. And then they'd see it against Spain, most likely. So that would be interesting.
Although if Colombia win, both New Zealand and Canada can't overtake them.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, they can, I guess, yeah, maybe. I don't know, it's a weird one, isn't it? Realistically, they're through, though, let's be honest. I think Canada are obviously in big trouble.
It put them in a great position, because basically the only way that Colombia would go out is if they lose against...
They'd have to lose to Canada in the final game, and Canada would have to also beat France.
And New Zealand would have to beat France.
And New Zealand would have to beat France. Which, by that point, Colombia then...
3rd anyway, so...
Yeah, it could be ahead of France.
Colombia pretty much through.
Yeah. There we go, as we've... Yeah.
It's very difficult.
I'm glad we got that one out.
Yeah, because they should go through 3rd, unless they get tanked.
Yeah.
Sometimes they did do well, to be fair, in that first game, not to... they conceded 3 and then they got it back, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're very unlucky not to actually get a point from that game against France. That would have been great for Canada. And they're very slim chances of going through. But yeah, on Canada, do you think that was a fair penalty? 6 points. And a year suspension for the Bev Priestman and the assistant coach and the analyst.
I think so. I'm sure there's a protocol behind it and all that, but it's very FIFA. We expect it. We know FIFA. They throw the book at them. That's exactly what they did. I think on the basis it's been happening for years, and I think it's fair. 100% it's fair. I think some people only think it's just for the one game, which when you think it would be harsh for one game, but it's not.
But even so, you can't allow what is blatant cheating. It's not
exactly.
It's in the rules. Don't do it. People are going, I feel sorry for the players, and it's like, well, yeah, but they benefited from this.
To be honest, I don't.
And the coaches are part of the team.
I don't completely understand. I know you get some advantages, but it's a bit of a weird thing to do. Is my main thing with it. Why would you do it?
Yeah, you've got enough data watching matches. You don't need to analyse training sessions as well. But
100%. And also, I know a lot of the players. Obviously, Christine Sinclair came out and said something that when she played, she's never seen anything about drone footage. Which obviously makes sense, but they wouldn't show the players the drone footage. They just tell the players what they found.
Or they tell the players, don't tell us. Don't tell me, we've got some drone footage.
Yeah, it's a bizarre scenario. It makes no sense from a Canada point of view. It's really silly because they've cost them. They won the gold here in Tokyo 4 years ago. They've thrown away their chance of doing that. Practically, they haven't got a manager. I mean, it's really silly from Brev Priestman as well to allow that to happen. Because now she's thrown away a year of her career.
And it's the type of thing that's always going to mar you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she will most likely continue as the Canada manager, but she can't do it for a year. And then, I wouldn't be surprised if they did sack her. This is that goal, by the way, for Colombia. I know this is just a chance that looked like it's going to go in.
Glad that wasn't the goal, because that would have been a terrible goal. But yeah, a big second half then coming up for these two sides. Both of them hunting for 3 points. Japan, I don't know how they're not winning the game, but you feel like potentially the game will be reasonable come the end of the game. The deserved winner will win the game.
Yeah.
And obviously, that might be Brazil, depending on what they do in the second half. But you just feel...
Just watching this Colombia goal, I think this will be the goal. No. Another good save.
Yeah.
But then, like I say, they're brilliantly worked down the flank. Found Esme, but she couldn't put enough behind it. Surely this is the right minute, I think.
Alright, here we go.
Was it 17th, right?
Is this
no, 26th,
no.
don't worry, this isn't a goal.
I mean, it's been all Colombia, clearly.
I was going to say, the highlights were just been Colombia almost scoring.
Yeah. It's not a decent effort. Just wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been a tough tournament for New Zealand,
That's
and realistically, they're in a bit...
Free kick headed home. Not headed home. Maybe headed home?
Oh,
Volleyed home.
Oh,
yeah, that's what we'd
goal.
love to see. Great goal from Restrepo. That was the deadlock breaker over in New Zealand versus Colombia.
Oh, I'd love to see a finish like that in the game we're watching.
Or any finish would do. I'm not fussy.
Well, yeah.
Just something.
Come on, Tanaka. Stop putting them wide or missing penalties.
But yeah, I think it would feel frustrating, very frustrating for Japan if they do go on to lose.
Either way,
so many chances.
I don't think this can end 0-0. There's no way this game ends 0-0.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. That's a choice. Colombia, they're holding aloft the shirt of Myra Ramirez. Of course, suspended today through a red card.
Why was she suspended?
I can't remember. Should we see?
Yes. If anyone does know, please do say, because
red card
that
challenge.
is confusing.
Well, let's get a shirt out.
Why was Ramirez sent off? Because that seems like she did it for a reason. Unless it's a different Ramirez.
No, definitely Myra. Number 9 as well, I see.
That is a bit bizarre.
It was a sending off for a dangerous challenge. Because someone said, unless something else has happened connected to Myra Ramirez beyond a sending off for a dangerous challenge, this would feel like one of the more embarrassing and absurdly over-the-top reactions for such a gesture.
That is very bizarre.
It's just weird, isn't it? But yeah.
You're holding up the shirt of your teammate who got a straight red card in the first game.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Wow. That is
obviously 2 yellow cards is a suspension.
Was it 2 yellows?
No.
Oh, in terms of you're just pointing out that if you pick up...
If you pick up 2 yellow cards, that is of course a suspension.
That's across the two. That's across different games.
Yeah.
Don't want to be doing that. Is that across the whole tournament?
So I'm just looking at who's got yellow so far. You've got Ford at Australia. Victoria in this game, if she's to pick up another yellow card, she'll be on 2.
There are
and she's looked like she's going to pick up a yellow card every 3 minutes.
So a few changes coming in for Brazil. 3? Is there 3 changes?
It looks like a triple change, yeah.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Brazil not happy.
I'm not surprised. They
They're
were not great.
And so that is number 3, Tarciane. That is number 14, Silva. And then number 11, Jennifer. With a H in it.
Jennifer.
Yeah, I assume it's just Jennifer.
Oh, yeah. Jennifer.
No Caroline, though, which is interesting. I would expect her to play. So I have no idea why she is.
So who's come off then? We'll find out in a minute. But a big
She's not played yet, Caroline. In the league this season, 13 contributions in 19 games in the NWSL. What is going on at the Brazil camp? I have no idea, but it will be Japan. They get us back underway. Welsh blows the whistle, and we're now underway here in Paris, in the Parc de France, for another 45 minutes of action here in the Olympics. Ball headed away, and just Japan though that win it back high up the field, but now Brazil have it. Cagey starts the second half. Both sides just keep conceding possession, but it is now Brazil with the ball later. So did we see who's come off for Brazil? We just saw who went on.
Yeah, we didn't see who came off.
I can see Marta there, so now we do. Gary Nunez, number 16, Priscilla off and Lauren off. So that's the centre half who got booked. The forward who didn't really do a whole lot. And then, don't remember Gary Nunez, must have been... I don't know. Number 16.
Can't remember now. Let's see if that triple change can help Brazil to get back into this game.
Oh, it's the striker. Gabriel Nunes de Silva. That's a cool, considering she scored in the opener.
Yeah, but she hasn't been great now.
True.
The thing is, I say Brazil get back in this game like they're 2-0 down. They're not. They're drawing 0-0. And I still don't know how they're doing that. Like, they really shouldn't be.
Ball forwards. Miyazawa unable to get that under our control. Brazil will try and have an attack now. Here is Silva. Brazil trying to work it round. Hamano putting the pressure on. That's a poor pass from Leite. Hamano not quite able to get there. I have no idea what Brazil are currently doing. Leite just lifts it into the midfield of Vittorio. Now they'll look to actually try and get the ball down and play football, and they have done that successfully. Anatolia. Ball lifted over the top by Marta to the side where there is nobody making a run. Wrong direction there.
One of those ones where you'd love to ask her, why have you done that?
Maybe she expected the run from Antonia to be even better.
Potentially,
Burst through the lines, but didn't come to fruition.
No.
Ribeiro under pressure, loses it to Koga. Miyazawa wants to take it down the line. It's just not quite coming off at the moment for Japan. But Brazil just don't look comfortable at all. They don't look comfortable in this game. Really struggled so far.
Yeah, 100%.
Japan keep going the way they are.
They have to score,
and
surely.
will be a little bit more composed in front of goal.
Yeah.
I think they're in a really good position.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Nigeria missed a few chances against Brazil in the first match week. Not of the same variety and volume that Japan have.
Yeah, it's just been a constant stream of missed chances for Japan today.
I mean, the penalty at the end of the half topped it off, obviously.
Yes, Hamano. That's really composed in there to pick out Koga as well. That's a poor pass. Do you think that this is showing, because obviously a lot of Brazil players play in the NWSL, play in... Not many play in Europe, basically. Is this showing that Europe is starting to become stronger? Because what I've seen at this tournament is that teams who have players who predominantly play in Europe seem to be stronger nations at the moment. We saw at the last World Cup where US, where Brazil, where Canada all weren't very strong.
Yeah.
And where nations like Spain, like France, like England, like Germany are all rising into power now.
Especially when you think that this is a bit of an ageing Brazil side, really. You know, they are coming to the end of an era. The US, I mean, they're a bit of an... I think Emma Hayes could make that very different because of whatever his name, Flavko and Andonovski.
Andonovski was definitely
not the best manager in the world.
Yeah, and again, they've gone through that process now. Changed. They've stopped playing Alex Morgan,
and we're now watching
Rapinoe and
Rodman, Smith, and Swanson just tear it apart, basically.
Isabel says, I definitely think the teams with players in European clubs are stronger. That's what I mean. I think we're seeing now those clubs starting to become the stronger ones.
But even you think, like, because your best players in the world were your Morgans and your Rapinoes. Now your best players are your Bon Matis.
Yeah.
And obviously Sophia Smith and that's still world class, some of the best in the world, but they're not the best player.
But it feels like it's very difficult to compare because the NWSL is so different to the European leagues. It creates a bit of a weird situation. Where we just don't see those players
I'd
play
love
against
to
each
let
other
them all
enough.
play. I'd love to see him play like, or even play together. If you had that America front three with Horan, Bonmati, and then Gallardo sitting, I wouldn't bother. If I was in that position,
Is this like a World 11?
Yeah, I
Who
wouldn't
are they
bother.
playing against?
I don't know, but they're winning.
Angelina over this.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I think where's the corner?
Towards the back post, that's flicked away. Maybe something to talk about later. With all the Americans. Probably
Yes.
not. We'll big up the NWSL later.
Yeah,
But
great league, love America.
I'm just going to have the anthem playing
Yeah.
constantly and the stars and stripes draped over my shoulders.
Well, I just keep saying God bless America.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah,
be good later, though.
Yeah, hopefully. I think that'll be a really tight game as well.
Yeah, another soft foul in there. I feel like the amount of free kicks has really marred what's been a good game.
Sorry, is that
No,
because Brazil's way?
it's just not a foul. Even I know that.
Yeah, Rebecca Welsh has given a few soft ones today, and then doesn't punish Brazil when they fly into people.
She is
Lots
the
of
only
players
she's the
are
only
strong.
British official at the Olympics, obviously apart from David Coate. But he's there strictly on VAR. Not for on pitch duties.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Brazil trying to settle now into possession. Rafael, Ribeiro, it's another poor pass. Miyazar, why do I say anything?
Yeah.
Cut out well, to be fair. That's a fantastic
brilliant
tackle.
Look at that.
That's what we want to see there from Japan.
Even
centre
Roy
half.
Keane's just stood up and applauded.
Minami. I think I might even get a slight applause from Barton.
Yeah.
Here come Japan, trying to put the ball in. That's out for a
Maybe.
corner.
I think that's pushing the boat out a bit too far.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah. Japan corner them. Nagano unable to pick out a team. They're really good to block, really good defending from Angelina.
I don't really mind who wins this game, but I'd feel bad for Japan if they didn't. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, how? Like, they have surely.
And also for the sake of Brazil Spain being even more exciting.
Yes.
Having a lot of jeopardy for Brazil would be fun.
That's on Wednesday, right?
Ball in, that is indeed.
Not a great corner, not a great
We'll be
header.
live for that. I think we haven't decided what we're doing on Wednesday yet because we initially planned to do the 6 and the 8, but I think it might be a bit of a quick turnaround. So we might do one or the other depending on what's going on. We might do the 4 o'clock games. I can't remember what's on at 4. I think it's the France-Colombia group.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All we know is we will be back later for USA Germany.
Definitely, we definitely know that.
Yeah.
All forward. And we definitely know we'll be live at some point on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Just look out for that.
And I'll see the quarters, semi and final.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is like Brazil just aren't going anywhere. You know, it's really hard to tell where this game's going to go. That's a better ball
Down
in
the
there.
line again, though. Minumi gets there.
Yeah.
Hasagawa loses possession in there, and Brazil will come forwards. Marta sprays it to Ribeiro. It just seems it's too slow for Brazil.
Yeah.
That pass across the pitch from Marta that just sort of bobbles along and gives Japan so much time to get back in.
I don't think the triple change has made much of a difference.
It's definitely not been a significant, noticeable difference. Ribeiro's ball into the box does.
I mean, it hasn't got worse.
Japan looking to break. Tanaka. No, it's definitely improved, but it's not a significant one. There's a foul in there. I'm not sure why. Nagano's been thrown on the floor.
Nagano's just on her back. Oh, because that.
Victoria fancied.
It's a yellow card.
Victoria should have been booked about 5 times in this game.
She's one of those players that just seems like
Love a
invincible.
yellow. But can't. Well, no. Loves a foul. Doesn't get booked for any of it. But anyway. Yamashita going to send this lot, you would assume. Let's go down the channel. Ribeiro heads it off. That's out for Brazil throw. Japan throw, sorry.
Well, I'm back. That's a great tackle. Can Brazil turn up the heat?
Marta tries to play that in behind. Chance now. Silva pokes it across. Chance for Brazil, and it's there. They lead in this game. Jennifer fires home, and well, Brazil haven't been excellent today, but they were brilliant there. They carved through the opposition. Who else but Marta to make the difference? The ball was slipped in behind, through Japan lines, and it's a pass across the box, tucked home well by Jennifer.
And it is another perfect example from Brazil, displaying that if you don't take your chance in football, you get punished. They were dominated by Nigeria in the first half, but they took the lead and they won the game in the second half. Yeah. Japan had so many opportunities in the first half, didn't take any of them, and Brazil punished in the second.
Is every Brazil goal at this tournament we set up by a stupendous pass from Marta?
Ridiculous passes, great running from Silva, lovely ball through the legs of the defender, and a good finish from Jennifer. It's not the best goalkeeping I've ever seen. The positioning's a bit off.
Well, the positioning's not awful in the sense that she
that could be saved.
Narrows it towards having to fire into the near
it's a very
post,
important goal.
Yeah, Yamashita could have saved that. But either way, it is 1-0 to Brazil. And now, change is coming for Japan. That's the end of Meiko Hamano's afternoon. She's hooked for Ueke. That's an interesting goal.
I think Tanaka's very lucky to stay on. How different could this game be if Japan had scored that penalty?
I think Hamano feel a little frustrated there. Rico Ueke on though.
It's been a slow burner, but Brazil striking, perfect timing. As Isabella says, finally a goal.
Yeah, it's a nice little build-up play. It's the first bit of good in possession football we've seen from Brazil. It took 50 odd minutes. But we're there finally, and now Japan are starting to go after.
This gets interesting now.
I'd argue the other way around. Because I think Brazil will have enough, and Japan has so many chances in this game.
Maybe.
If Japan had scored, and Brazil had to go after the game, had to attack, I think it would have been quite interesting. But yeah, I think
Japan
Brazil
are already going for the
We'll
game.
see what happens.
Yeah.
I hope Japan can put up a good fight and almost win the ball back there. Ueke with the high press. If this is a card, Welsh needs firing. Because there have been so many from Brazil that she's not given. It's Tanaka putting the pressure on. So many from Brazil she's not given. If that had been a card, fuming. But yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
She doesn't make... That's not what she's got to say. I think, if that had been a card of... Yeah, as I say, that would have been ridiculous, but...
I ain't criminal.
Touch, yeah, and just caught there. Not much in it. So, ball smashed forwards by Leite. And now one back, and Japan want to come forwards. But they lose it again. Angelina tries to play it through. Marta can't quite get there. It's cannoned off the face of someone in there. It's a messy little exchange.
Yeah. I think it's a flags up, offside sort of thing given.
I was going to say, that
two players on the floor, hit two players in the face, and it's offside.
Isabella says, you reckon Brazil are going to park the bus now? I don't think so, no. I think they'll just keep playing the way they have all game and get away with it. Because they got away with it for 60 minutes, so why wouldn't they for another 30? I hope Japan can keep going, but and Brazil might change what they're doing. But, you know...
It's like that half and half.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like, we're going to have the ball, but we're not actually going to go in here with it. So it's not quite like defending and letting the opposition have the ball and just sitting back.
Unless Marta plays a, line-splitting, incredible ball in behind. Caden saying, do you still think Japan can get a comeback? Definitely. They definitely can.
Long way to go.
I think a more interesting question is whether they will. I think it's much more difficult to determine that. Because, yes, Japan look really encouraging in possession today, but in front of goal, it's been poor. They've had so many opportunities. Yeah. They've squandered all of them. So... I'm just not sure. Caden, whether Japan do have what it takes. They've played so well today, and then that's a sloppy pass. But they have now got the ball back. It is then smashed away by Brazil, and that's going to go through to Yamashita, who has slightly misjudged that, but does manage to take a step back and get that ball under her control.
Can't pick up though, which is a bit silly. But she does actually get the ball moving.
She could, no?
No, you can't bring it into her own area.
I've seen loads of goalkeepers do that. Is that a new directive?
You might get well.
Because goalkeepers go and fetch it and roll it back into their box. Pick it up.
I don't think you can play it to yourself.
What do you mean?
Like if they were on one side of the box, they pass it to the other side, they went and pick that up.
Right. But where did they do that, to be fair?
That would be very weird, yeah.
I thought you meant like they can't,
Imagine they were just
they can't
running
play.
across the box.
I thought you meant they can't play a 1-2 with themselves. Off the post or something. Really dangerous.
What do you do? Watch a goalkeeper do that.
Rifling them at the post. Striking fear into the heart of your own defenders. Here is a Brazil throw.
Well, back by Japan. Can they do something from here? Oh, Ueki couldn't quite turn quick enough.
Here's Marta. Ball played over the top, and that is going to be... Oh, Yamashita's going to come out and deal with this. Just playing it down the line.
Oh, had to keep that on. Had to keep that
might
on.
stay on, to be fair, but it didn't.
You know,
Ribeiro.
they're not 2-0 up.
Marta. Plays that through. It's a good ball from Marta. Silva now coming in towards the box. Fantastic tackle from Koga.
Really good defending.
Gets across
I'll tell
there.
you what, Silva's done
Don't
well
go
since
Koga.
she's come on. She's looked really good.
Yeah.
Assisted the first goal, sorry.
Ludmilla.
Good run in there.
Silva, very good player. Plays for Atletico Madrid. Didn't have the strongest of seasons last year, but still, good player. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, to be fair to, obviously Jennifer and Silva involved in that first goal, but no idea why Caroline didn't come on.
No. Yeah. 28 to go. Ooh, routine from the corner for Brazil here.
Ribeiro puts it in there.
That's not worked. Oh,
But not coming onto it is
That's
the
not
fullback,
worked.
Antonia.
not sure that was the
Antonia,
routine, to be
but,
completely
yeah.
honest. I think the routine was overhit the pass so it falls to the edge of the area, and then you're right back
Right back
running
to-
in.
See if she can rifle it top corner,
Yeah.
but fell short of that expectation. Strong header in there from Nagano, and
touch.
Tanaka's touch almost too good there.
Yeah.
She brought it down really well.
She did a touch she can run on with.
Yeah. So true. Ueki does really
brilliant.
well to get around the defender. Can she pick out a teammate? To Tanaka! It's blocked again!
It's just not going for Japan. Tanaka has another great opportunity. Brilliant from Ueki.
This is really good. Is that deceit again? And there's a swipe in there that misses from
Should she wait?
the defender.
If she
and
holds back, that defender slides past. And
Mina Tanaka misses another opportunity.
Tanaka can't believe it. She had so many chances today.
Yeah.
It's
It's almost impressive at this moment that she hasn't got one in the back of the net.
Decent
It just
corner.
keeps coming close. Japan just keep going close. Koga just couldn't do anything with this.
Flicked on.
There, she would like to get another flick on.
Oh, Ueki it was. They actually need to try and get a head on it. Time running out for Japan.
Yeah, 25 minutes to play. Antonia finds Marta. Lovely turn, Angelina. She's lifting that wide, Ribeiro. Now Angelina. Ribeiro. This is nice football from Brazil. They look better. Since the drop change, they look better. They still not look great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going, they're going to win the Olympics now. But they have definitely looked at an improved side as this second half has gone on.
Yeah.
And, well, the polling chat, very even still, but it has swung slightly in favour of Brazil. 52% voting for Brazil, 46% Japan, and 2% going for a draw, thanks to the 91 votes we've received in that so far. And if you haven't voted in that, make sure to do so. But yeah, 25 minutes to go then. I'll open this question up to chat, and then I'll ask you, Harry, as well. What's going to happen now? Will Japan find a leveller? Will Brazil go ahead, or will absolutely go further ahead, or will absolutely nothing happen? That's what I want to know. Could Japan come back and win it? Whatever you think's going to happen, get out of the live chat, let us know. Harry, I'll start with you. What's happening?
Ooh, that is a good question. Now, see, I predicted a draw. I did say 2-2, but I'm happy to bring that back down to 1-1. I think Japan will score in this game.
Ooh, I like it. Also 1-1 draw.
Yes, 1-1 draw. Japan will score at some point, but that'll be it.
Yeah, I said 2-1 Japan. I could still see it happening. I think I'm more inclined though to say Brazil will either stick with keep it at 1-0 or get another.
Yeah.
They've looked the better side
Fair
as
enough.
the second half's gone on. Japan have missed just too many chances today for me to trust them.
Fair enough.
Angelina caught here. I don't know where. I think that might have been not related to the fact she lost the ball. But yeah.
So for Brazil, this puts them in a state of qualification. They are through. What?
They're not confirmed.
Why not?
Because, well, I guess they are, because they go through third.
Japan can't catch them.
They can't go out guaranteed, but they could finish third in the group, which could see them go out if.
Oh yeah, I forget
miracle
that every third. It's not every third team plays going through.
No, but on 6 points you'd be guaranteed pretty much. It's very difficult to envision a situation where there are third place teams on. There are 3 third place teams on 6 points, especially now that Canada are -6 and New Zealand are currently on none. That actually just couldn't happen in that group. So Brazil are through if they win this, and if they win both games 1-0, they have absolutely shit ass their way into the quarterfinals. Yeah. And they've lost it again here.
This game's not over though.
Yeah, I was going to say Japan have got a chance coming forwards. Ball swung into the box. Tanaka brings it down. Volley! What a save! Just won't
That
go
is
for
an
Tanaka.
incredible effort. That is absolutely brilliant. She could have not done anything better with this chance, and it is a brilliant stop.
Mina Tanaka, wonderful
what a
Great
save.
volley. And Leite matches it somehow.
Back to goal. Touch, bounce, on the volley, on the turn. It's
tipped over the
brilliant.
bar.
Executed perfectly, but it's a superb reaction from the keeper.
Wonderful effort, magnificent save. Ball in, it's headed away. Silva now will look to try and break.
It just feels like
End-to-end action here in this
Japan
Olympics
can't
game.
score.
And that's a fantastic tackle from Moria.
Tanaka's had so many chances today.
Isabella say, what a stop, oh my days. And caps lock is the only thing you need for that. What a save.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great... the effort was just sublime. Back to goal, brings it down, spins, volleys it. Perfect height. It wasn't going over. It wasn't too low. It's a brilliant save. Not much. She couldn't have done anything more.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I don't know if anyone in chat knows this, but does Mina Tanaka have a club? Because she doesn't on football, but I don't know if she does in real life.
She must do.
Ball in towards the back post. Well, she's 30. She might have expired contract at her last club and then not found a new one yet. Same for Leite. Leite doesn't have a club on here, but I imagine she does have a club. She's never had a club in football.
Bit weird, isn't it?
We go Google.
Yeah.
But yeah.
22 to play then, and it is a 4th change coming for Brazil. Duda is coming into the fray. And she will be replacing Angelina. So Angelina, we saw her hobbling a minute ago, a bit of a knock. She is now coming off for Duda. Duda Samprano, that is.
And she just played for Gremio.
Alright, and there's a change for Japan as well.
And that is Koga off for Seike. Lucky up there is that one of the stream saying, where can I watch from outside the UK? I'm not sure, Lucky. Unfortunately, if you're in the UK again,
Been a while,
it's
welcome
on
back.
Eurosport. Yeah, it's good to see you, Lucky. if you're outside the UK, then you'll have to consult the rest of chat for an answer on that one,
So I
depending on
might
where you
know.
are.
Isabella's quite good with outside the UK.
Well, if it's Australia, because she's Australian.
That is true. But our chat know things.
Oh, they do. So yeah, Lucky, tell us where you're from, and someone in chat might know how to watch it.
Yeah.
Don't need a postcode or anything, but the country
No.
would be helpful. But yeah, great effort from Tanaka. Tipped over the bar. That's a fantastic save.
Such a good effort. Class forward.
I fell for Tanaka.
I don't get how she's not scored.
She's
today.
had so many opportunities.
Her XG today. That is a clumsy foul from the Japanese defender, and that is the second yellow card of the day. Yeah, really silly. Just grappling, and it goes to Muaka.
Yeah, she actually plays for Utah Royals in the NWSL.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
I don't think the NWSL's on football then. Oh, it is. I just don't have any other players.
That's always helpful.
Well,
right?
they are bottom of the league, to be fair, and 9 points off the
Well, maybe
Championship
she'll have a
playoff.
season like today.
Maybe, that's been her issue. Just keeps missing chances.
20 minutes to play. Brazil still leading. Plenty of time for things to change though. Not a bad ball in that.
Ball in, and it's playing well in there by Yamashita. Isabella says in Australia, 9 Now has every sport being streamed for free as well as replays. It's lovely. We don't have it for free.
No, well, half of it for free.
What do you mean?
Well, BBC have half of the Olympics and the other half is...
The first half.
Yeah.
Second half you have to watch on a different channel.
No.
Yeah, because there's some sports wrestled on Eurosport.
Do you think... Oh, I saw there was a bit of a fiasco in the fencing.
This shouting thing.
The shouting man, and then he found out he didn't win the point.
Oh God! Yeah, he was because he was celebrating. I assume.
Yeah.
Going, oh,
He's roaring,
oh.
yeah.
And then he didn't get the point, and he was kicking off at the woman.
'Cause-
And the other guy that started
It's like
doing the roaring
yeah.
thing. I was so-
Brilliant.
What in the fencing
I
rivalry is
didn't
this?
realize fencing is so like competitive or aggressive.
Oh, I knew it was a competitive sport. I didn't think they had these
No,
huge like.
then it got so heated.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. Anyway, yeah, that was
Something to do with when they attack at the same time. Depending on how you move, you get like the right of way. It's like if you tap the person at the same time, depending on how you do
Yeah,
it.
I don't get fencing.
Yeah, no, neither.
Just prodding someone with a stick.
Yeah.
Anyway. Better if they did it on horses. Mix, that's a great idea. Mix
Polo.
equestrian or whatever it is with fencing. Because that saves everyone's. That's one less sport. And it's more fun for everyone involved. Apart from the horses, probably. Ball forward. Cut out there by Japan. It's picked off by Silva. And now they'll break. Marta. I was going to say slows the game down, but I don't think that's befitting of what's happened. The game has stopped. Marta being hounded, it goes
That would just be
backwards.
jousting, but you'd just be hitting another person.
That's what I want to say.
Fair enough.
Fencing on horses. Make it happen. At ICC.
What do you call ICC?
That's the...
IOC. Yes.
IOC.
ICC is the International Cricket.
Oh, don't make that. Don't let them do it. They'll ruin it. They'll do 3 versions of the same sport or something.
Take it that.
Yeah. True.
Time's running out for Japan, but the amount of chances and opportunities that they've had, especially Tanaka, it just feels like she's never going to score today.
Yeah.
And that's not a foul.
And we have another goal in New Zealand, Colombia, and it is tournament over pretty much for New Zealand, unless they win their final match day. They are losing now 2-0 as Colombia doubled their advantage.
It's not tournament over yet, because
No, I
they're
guess.
headed to Canada.
I forgot about the Canada thing momentarily. Trying to find out who scored. Place your bets. Lacey Santos.
Oh, I wasn't going to bet her.
No, I'd have said Linda Caicedo.
Save.
Clear.
15 minutes. Well, 16 minutes to be precise. On reflection, I think Brazil will see this out.
Yeah, changing your mind from 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Character development. That's what we'll have to see.
Well, it was 25 minutes to go. It felt like Japan could do something, but with 15 to go, it just feels like they're running out of time. Especially after I've seen that Tanaka chance, it just feels like Japan are never going to score.
Yeah, no. She can't score penalties. She can't score easy opportunities, and she can't score volleys from the edge of the area. Yeah. What can she score?
So that's every type of goal in football.
Overhead kick. Give it a go, Tanaka. Yeah. Header. Yeah. Scorpion kick.
That would be pretty mental.
Diving header.
Okay, now you're just going to name every goal you can score in football. Backhand.
Different types, yeah, that is a different type. Trevella.
Oh, poor pass out.
Chance. Hasegawa. That's blocked. That is going to be a corner for Japan.
It wasn't blocked.
How?
It's a really poor shot. It's a terrible shot, actually. That's not blocked. Oh, that is a dreadful effort. That is poor. Drags it well wide. Should want that one back. Well, this puts Japan's Olympics in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Did they win a medal on home soil in 2020?
Japan?
Yeah.
I think so. Bronze, no? That's what the bronze is around the Japan logo. On the.
I can't remember. I know Germany won gold, and was it Spain got silver?
Let's have a look.
No, it wasn't Spain.
We're gonna have a look. Of course, we're gonna have a look. Oh, this is the overall games, but Japan came third in the overall Olympics.
I don't count that. Another corner for Japan, headed away by Raphael. Michelangelo turn in a minute.
No, Canada won it with gold.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry, I knew Canada.
Sweden were runners up. US were third. Aussies were fourth.
Germany won 2016. Getting a medal now. Corner, Hasegawa, ball in. It's not bad. It's caught by the keeper. It's bad. Who won 2012 when it was in London?
I don't know. I was just trying to find out how. I'd have no idea how Japan got on. Anyway, I'll look 2012.
No. Raphael sends it long. One back by Japan. Not a great touch from Miyazawa.
That was US with Japan second, Canada third, France fourth.
Yeah.
Don't know why Japan have got bronze around their logo then. Or their flag on their shirt. I swear a little bronze thing around it. I thought, oh, they must have got third.
Oh, you're seeing things.
That could also be plausible.
Well, like Japan again.
There's still a chance of them.
It's hanging the balance.
Here's Tanaka. Sorry, Miyazawa. Ueki. Takes aim, it's blocked for
shouldn't have
tame
shot.
effort.
No, shouldn't have shot. Got it all wrong.
Hasegawa hounding Brazilians' possession. Oh well, we've got 10 minutes to go here. Unfortunately, that does mean we'll miss the judo women's 52 kilogram final.
Competing for gold.
Aren't they all competing for gold? I don't know why I keep saying that.
Well, no, some will be in the final event. Some events, some like gold medal events, have like 4 different stages, like cycling, and the horse riding.
Oh yeah, cycling take years. They should just incorporate like the Tour de France or something. Well, the Tour de France anyway. They go through Paris.
It's different cycling, isn't it?
No, right. I don't know.
Different bikes. Yeah. Well, that is another foul. Japan really need to find a goal. They really need to start going forward and putting a lot more pressure on Brazil if they want to draw this game level. And give them a chance of being able to carry on the Olympics. They're going to the bench. It's a double change. Who's coming on? Who's coming off?
Tankawa and Chuba.
Miyazawa's coming off. I think.
Yeah, I think that it was Shinatsu Miyazawa. So it's definitely Moria coming off. And then Miyazawa's either getting a drink or has had enough.
Ball sent long, one back by Japan, back for a throw. Brazil will regain possession. I'll see a Brazil second goal. That'd be the end. That'd
Marta.
be over.
One back. Can Japan try and come forwards, but they can't. Rafael.
Ball looking for Tanaka. That is a really poor touch. That's when she needed to bring the ball down, with snow on it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was Hinata Miyazawa coming off. Hinata Miyazawa coming off for Chiba.
Oh, good from
And then Maria
Asagawa.
off for Tanikawa.
Ball in, not a bad one. Oh, it's not very
Still
convincing.
alive. That's a pass back.
That's a pass.
How's that
No,
not been given?
just need it back to a goalkeeper.
So it's ankle, no shin.
Yeah,
What's the knee?
it doesn't matter. It's the knee. Yes.
Odd.
Is it 'cause there's no movement of her leg to... Oh, yeah, it's a weird one.
Welsh, you're bottling it. Rebecca.
Sort of.
Penalty. Of indirect free kick now.
Yeah.
Ueki.
Penalty.
There's offside calling there. Brazil. Free kick.
Japan are running out of opportunities. I don't know if they're going to get this. They will feel they'll feel like they should have won, or at least taken a point. They still could. Another ball pumped long. That is a foul. Man, it is given as such. Bit clumsy there.
Takiane.
Yeah.
Tachiane just bringing her down there. So that will be a Japan free kick. We've already seen them score one of these at the tournament. Could they score another? Like a little moment of magic here. Just put Brazil in jeopardy. And give Japan a little more.
It's a hell of a way out. They might opt across.
That is true.
I mean, this would be one hell of a way to get yourself back 11 in a game. And that is a good 25, 30 yards.
I think it's Tanikawa over this.
Hasagawa's in
And
the
Yui
conversation.
Hasegawa. Hasegawa floats it towards the back post. Header
Oh,
from Tanaka.
again.
Not Tanaka, sorry. That's Mamimi.
Not a great header.
No.
Another wasted chance.
Ribeiro to come down this left hand side. Again, she's being pressed, and again, she loses it. It's out for a Brazil
No,
throw. No
Japan.
handkerchief in Japan's way. So they can look to come forwards now. That's well blocked by Ribeiro. Marta
The
lays
whole
it
thing
off.
was rushed a bit there by Japan.
Jennifer loses it. Here come Japan. Ball slid through.
Great
Fantastic tackle from Rafael. And Brazil look to go.
Could have got that so
Again
wrong.
intercepted in there. But it's lost and it falls for Brazil. Ball up in the air. Marta something to chase. She loses the foot race. Poor pass. Brazil look to come forwards. Silva forced backwards. Japan back in possession now. 7 minutes to go. Good header from Tachiane. That will be now a free kick for Japan. Brazil just slowing this game down, trying to take their jab, trying to take momentum from Japan, and finally, Brazil have remembered they've got Caroline on the bench. And on she comes.
For Marta.
That's a big call.
Yeah, they don't see the game out, aren't they? 6 minutes to go now. Get someone who can run away with the ball. Good shift from Marta again. Created the only goal.
Yeah. The problem is with Marta, brilliant player, creates those chances, but they do have to accommodate for her.
Yeah.
Because they haven't pressed all game.
No.
Now they might be able to press.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caroline on, Marta off.
Mm-hmm. Here we go then. Time ticking away. Time running away from Japan. They need at least a point, really, if they want any chance of getting out the group stage in Paris.
I like when players like Marta obviously announce that they're going to retire before an international tournament, because it makes the whole tournament basically just one long swan song for Marta. It's just like, yeah. Did you know she's never won an Olympic medal? And this is her sixth, I think.
I'd be surprised if they won a little bit of medal.
Which they won gold. I think they might have won a medal.
Oh, right.
I think they've won gold. But yeah. Moa, welcome to the stream. Moa saying, why to watch this match? It's available on Discovery Plus if you're in the UK or on Eurosport. If you're outside the UK, then I'm not sure, unfortunately. But if you can't find anywhere to watch the game, with 5 minutes left to play here, you are more than welcome to join us. But yeah, and do remember, we're live again for USA versus Germany in a couple hours' time. That is only 2 hours away now, so yeah, look out for that. 8 PM BST. Should be an interesting match. Ball slid forwards. Japan coming forward now. Ueki puts it in there, headed away. Caroline can't quite get it under her control. Ball out wide. Chance for Japan. Can they get a cross in? Blocked, and that should be a corner.
Yeah. Japan still pushing. Still pushing. It's not bad. But they need to... I don't know. I mean, this corner could be good as a player down, though, so they're going to have to wait to take the corner.
Yeah.
4 to go.
Plus additional time, which, given this is a FIFA competition...
Could be a while.
Could be a while. But yeah. Is there a late winner or a late leveler, for Japan in this one then? It's a big question.
Oh, I don't know. I said yes, then I said no, and now I'm thinking yes. I can't make my mind up. It's that close. There's so much to play.
Isabel says, I don't think Japan are going to be able to get it. Fair enough. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Japan have had chances, they've just not taken them. Brazil have had one and they put it in the back of the net. And that can be the difference in football. It's the same in the Nigeria game. Nigeria had a host of chances in the first 30-odd minutes, and then Brazil got the other end, and all it takes is a fantastic pass from Marta and a decent finish.
Very similar to the first game against Nigeria.
Yeah, just they needed one more pass this time. Across the box.
Here we go then. Japan corner with 3 to go.
Ball in, it's a bit messy. Gonna let off to the edge. There's a chance. Tanaka goes down in the box. Called for a penalty. Walsh waves it away. Chance for Japan as they keep coming forwards. Rogue tackle in there. Advantage played. Is there still an opportunity? Ball swung into the box. It's gonna drop now for Tanakawa. Cuts it. That's a hand.
She's got her hand. She's got her. The VR's going to have a look. Coop, have a look. At this, there's at least one penalty in there. There's at least one penalty in there.
There has to be a penalty. VAR's got to have a look at that one for a Japan penalty, surely.
There was 2 in there.
So obviously a hand.
2 in there, and one of them was definitely a pen for me.
Ribeiro. We'll have to see a replay. Ball in, headed away.
I wouldn't be surprised if Welsh has stopped the game here.
VAR's got to stop it now.
Yeah.
Ball in behind. Welsh blows her whistle because VAR is going to have a look. That's got to be a penalty.
It's the second one here. 100%. Yeah, blocked at her arm. Yeah, and Walsh is going to have a look. Walsh is going to have a look.
I'm not sure the intent is 100% there, but it
doesn't matter.
Her hands out, it stops the ball. It's
in an unnatural position, her body isn't over there. This should be a penalty. It should be another Japan penalty.
And wow, we could be getting very interesting right at the end of this game. I don't think there's any way Welsh can look at this and say it's not a penalty.
She's had a tough game. There's no way she doesn't think it's the where is she? That's some back alley.
Screen, yeah.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
It stops her being able to take it forwards. Yeah,
I think this has to be given. I think this has to be given. If not, have a look at the other one a minute ago. The first one.
Yeah, Tanaka getting wiped out. I'm not sure what Welsh could possibly think otherwise. She's
Welsh
coming away from the
comes.
screen. She has a decision made. She looks like she's strolling with purpose towards the penalty area.
She's announcing it, and
it is
penalty.
going to be a penalty for Japan. Frustration for Brazil. But this does feel deserved for Japan. The big question is,
They announce it?
who's going to take it?
Yes.
And are they going to convert it? Because Mina Tanaka, in the added time of the first half, had a penalty. She missed that penalty. And stepping up now will not
Huge
be
moment.
Mina Tanaka.
Huge
It is
moment.
Riko Ueki for Japan.
This is what I mean about
Western
taking
striker.
time. Like, why are the Japan players getting there so early?
Yeah. 8 minutes of additional time, by the way, in this game.
It's not Ueki.
Oh, so Ueki's put it down. That's smart. They've
Yeah.
learned from their previous mistake.
Is
Is Rebecca Welsh taking the penalty? What's going on? I think Welsh
it's
is
the
taking-
captain. I think it's Saki on the edge of the D.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought she was just getting ready to put it in after.
I don't know why she's so far back.
But Welsh is stepping up to this one.
Huge moment. Japan's second penalty of the game. They've missed one. Can they convert this one? It's a long run up. It's a really long run up.
Penalty for Japan. 12 yards. Saki steps up.
Why is she so far away?
Referee doing another bloody tour of the box here. Make sure everyone's off the line.
This is a huge moment.
To bring Japan level. Up steps Saki. Smartly, she takes her time out this one. Steps up to the ball. And it's there. Brazil 1, Japan 1. Captain Saki finishes for Japan. The penalty's converted and we're level. Brazil 1, Japan 1. And now, well, Japan believe they can get another one here.
Finally, Japan find the back of the net in this game. They've already missed a penalty. We've seen some brilliant saves from the Brazil keeper. They've had so many opportunities, but in the 92nd minute, they find the back of the net finally from the spot. Second time of asking. 6 to go and a long way to play.
Indeed. Isabel saying 100% of pain. She kind of intentionally drags it away from the Japanese player's foot. Exactly. It's unintentional, but yeah, it's
And now things are getting very interesting.
definitely a pen.
Oh, that's a handball in a good position. This will be a Brazil free kick.
Jack saying richly deserved leveller for Japan. Absolutely wouldn't have deserved to lose this game. Completely agree.
Yeah.
They might still go on to lose it though. Brazil with a free kick, as you say. Sam Powell over this. Well, I think she's summoning someone else over to take it.
She don't fancy
They
it.
don't have any Marta on the pitch now though, so it's a bit of a question over who takes this. Ribeiro stepped up over it. Interesting to see that Caroline isn't going over, or Lubil de Silva.
Well, this is a massive few moments for both these teams. Both having aspirations of going deep, winning a medal. This game has a massive consequence of that.
Ball in, headed down, chance for Caroline. Lays it off. Ball put into the box, Japan clear it away.
Ueki is hounding up there.
Now, this, again, because Brazil, if this game just ends a draw, you might think, oh, well, doesn't matter too much. But because Brazil still get through, or should still get through from this group, but if it comes down to it and to the seeding, Brazil may finish, well, are more likely to finish second now. If that does happen, they've found themselves in could be a very difficult game.
Yeah. Well, they might not, though, because if they go on to lose to Spain and Japan beat Nigeria, then suddenly they're out in big trouble.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Depending on, obviously, the Spain, Nigeria
I think obviously the way the game's played out, a draw favours Japan just because the fact they've been losing, and also a draw still puts them in the shout.
So the winner of this group faces a third place team. The second place in this group will face one of Group B, which is Germany, USA, or
wow.
Australia.
Wow.
That's the difference.
a Brazil USA or a Brazil Germany would be phenomenal.
I mean, right now they'll be playing New Zealand. Whoever tops this group.
That's quite nice.
And if they lose, they play Germany. That's the second place.
That is the reality of tournament football. Halfway through the allotted 8 today.
Yeah, Australia obviously face Zambia tonight and they should win that. But if they don't, then at the moment New Zealand would be through.
Is that on the same time as the USA game, or is it on at 6?
Actually, that's on at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and Spain or Nigeria, and then obviously tonight we've got France, Canada, and US, Germany. So lovely little
cracking games.
I was going to say little North American special there. Yeah, we'll keep tabs obviously on that France Canada game. Pull to the floor there, and that's a yellow card for Antonia for asking for a yellow card. Welsh doesn't care. She's not getting them out.
Should have been yellow for each there. She was cancelled them both out at this point in the match.
Yeah, book everyone. Just do it after, I can't remember the rest's name now. Marciniak, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Went back with his yellow card after the Turkey game.
Yeah.
Strike from range! Oh my god! Brazil 1, Japan 2! A goal from nothing from Tanakawa! Oh my word, it seemed like a chance that had no hope of going in. It's a mistake from Brazil. It spills to Tanakawa and she smashed it over there to the goalkeeper from a good 30 odd yards out. What a goal for Japan, and they lead now in this game. Brazil 1, Japan 2.
What a moment for Japan. It is so clumsy from Brazil. Why the goalkeeper is so far off her line, I do not know.
This has just got to go. It's so
poor. What an effort. Keeper's left stranded. Why is she there? Why is the goalkeeper
She's trying to be involved in possession? She was expecting that pass back to her. Instead, for some absolutely bizarre reason, Rafael's played the ball inside, looking for Caroline. It falls for Tanakawa. She doesn't even think it's going to go in. She looks up and goes, hang on, it's going in. I mean, that is phenomenal.
It's a calamity at the back for Brazil, but take nothing away from the strike.
Tanakawa, what a strike.
This is why we love tournament football. This is why we love the Olympics.
It's phenomenal.
Because 10 minutes ago, Brazil were all but through. And Japan were on the brink of being out of the Olympics. And now suddenly, Brazil have to beat Spain. They have to beat Spain.
Yeah. That's an incredible goal from Japan.
What a game of football. Effort. There's still about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left because of the penalty and the celebration.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. It now feels like that is it, by the way. The game seems to have lost all its life. Because
Brazil are just deflated.
I mean, yeah.
They're just absolutely deflated. They cannot believe what's happening in this game. They look like they were home and dry on 88 minutes, and by the time we get round to the final whistle, it looks like they're going to be 2-1 out.
Incredible.
2-1 down. I mean, that is...
Absolutely
what a game
brilliant.
of football. As Jack says, oh my word, incredible finish. Alex Sinclair went to the street saying, oh my god, what a goal. Kane says, what a comeback. Isabella just full caps. Japan are getting crazy goals this tournament. They certainly are. If Nigeria win in 30 minutes time,
I don't think
an hour or so
USA Germany is going to have some fun trying to top this.
Yeah.
But if there's one game that could top this, it is that one.
Anyway, this would be better if Mina Tanaka finally scores.
Yeah.
Ball over the top.
Bang. For like a worldie.
Yeah, she is. Tanaka. Hasegawa.
Smash on the underside of the bar.
Japan carrying it forwards as they try and hold on at the death here.
It has to be said though, this would be
the corner.
thoroughly...
That's a free kick for Japan.
It has to be said though, this would be thoroughly deserved. Japan have been brilliant today. They deserve this victory if they can hold on to it now.
Tanaka overhead kick. Yeah, they're not swinging in the box.
Oh, well, I'm gone.
What a game this has been. What a phenomenal, phenomenal fixture we've witnessed today. Thank you to Brazil and Japan for what's been a very exciting match.
Incredible game.
And Japan will hold it in the corner now. Brilliant from Mina Tanaka. Yeah. This is her goal.
Yeah.
It's her moment.
And that's a Japanese throw as well. It's just superb game management.
But how much longer will they need
You
to
don't
manage
see this very
this
often,
game?
do you? Like, that's just smart. Send 3 people in the corner. One with the
Well,
ball.
no, 'cause if it spills out, Brazil go.
They do.
Like now.
Yeah. But that would be the most basic foul. Oh no, that's not lovely stuff.
Tanakawa plays it wide. Ueki is just going to slow it down on this left-hand side. She's waiting for that final whistle, as is everyone in Japan right now. Ueki
Showboating almost.
throwing Antonia,
100
sends it
minutes
forward.
played.
And I love that from the ref. Antonia's run up the touchline and Welsh is like,
Yeah.
not having that. We're not compromising now because it's the end of the game. Spain-Nigeria's got underway in the other game in this group already, as we're into the 10th minute of additional time. Ueki wins that from the throw. Brazil will try and come forwards now. Is there still time for yet more drama? No, there isn't. Japan intercepting with that. The final whistle blows. Brazil 1, Japan 2. What an incredible comeback victory for Japan as they claim a crucial 3 points for this group stage. Excellent effort from Japan. Brazil were not good enough throughout today. They got a somewhat fortunate goal. And Japan have sprung into life in the final 10 minutes and claimed the victory. What a game of football.
Wow. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, fair play to Japan. They were superb in the game. They deserved to win the game. And eventually, very late on, but eventually they got the 3 points they need.
We already have a goal in the 6 o'clock game. Australia 0, Zambia 1.
Oh my days, it's all kicking off
In
today.
the first minute, what is going on?
Australian fans are already crying.
Yeah, I was going to say sorry to all the Aussies in chat. We'll be back in about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yes,
time
I'm going to lie down.
for USA versus Germany. I'm going to eat some dinner, have a
What a
30-minute
game.
nap.
What a
Splash some water
game.
on my face and be back for the US Germany. So see you there. And that's everything from today's stream. What an incredible game. We'll recap more from this in the build up for the next stream. So thank you guys for watching and we'll see you very soon.